nice little recap, trip down memory lane.
Championship Wrestling Middleweight Championship.
Starting things off hot.
That's right, one of the most exciting divisions here at Titan Championship Wrestling. And one of the most exciting competitors defending his championship tonight.
Yeah, but what opposition he has in the form of this young upstart who's about to make his way through the curtain, Marcus Mathers.
That's right, all the talent coming into Titan into 2024. Marcus was a surprise entrant in the Mount Olympus Rumble, and this is his first one-on-one contest here at Titan.
Well, the term prodigy is thrown around a lot. As I was saying before, the term prodigy is thrown around a lot, especially in an industry such as ours. But Marcus Mathers, truly one of those rare once-in-a-generation individuals where that moniker applies.
It's definitely earned a tremendous amount of skill for a competitor with his limited amount of experience. The future is bright for Marcus Mathers, and he certainly earned this opportunity against Titan's middleweight champion.
And here he comes, the greatest damn showman, reigning and defending middleweight champion, Jaco. And I have to say, even for somebody as skilled as Marcus Mathers, Jaco is a very difficult opponent to prepare for. You can bet those multiple voices, those multiple personalities arguing in his head translates into his very unpredictable in-ring style.
He has a tremendous amount of technical ability, but the strangest thing is in preparation for someone like Jaco, it's very difficult to scout him because he's very inconsistent. And for a lot of in-ring performers, that could be a negative. For Jaco, it may be the reason he's been so successful over the years, is that he never wrestles the same match twice. Each style is different. He caters it. I don't know if he caters it. That would imply some type of planning ahead. As you said, I'll emphasize that. Jaco's multiple personalities have multiple personalities.
Indeed, the middleweight division here in Titan has truly become where the workhorses play. The on-ramp, if you will, to that heavyweight champion contendership.
Well, Jaco had a surprise victory in my first show here. It was the first opportunity I got to see Jaco in person, and he pulled off the upset of all upsets. And since that time, he's defended month after month, week after week, that title, where you can no longer say that it's a fluke. Even people like me who are not necessarily fans of his personality, undeniably, he is the greatest damn showman in the middleweight division.
Absolutely, there can be no question. But a formidable opponent here in the form of Marcus Mathers.
Well, if anyone knows that upsets can happen, it's Jaco. it would be weird to call this an upset per se. I mean, Marcus Mathers, he just has less experience, but he has the ability to turn it up at any moment. He's been wrestling main events across the country on this independent scene. And he is a little bit of a wild card himself, which is going to make this matchup quite interesting.
Absolutely. Marcus Mathers cut his teeth just down the Garden State Parkway a ways at the H2O Wrestling Center, and has since branched out, performing all over the Northeast and the independent scene as a whole. Nice collar and elbow tie-up to start things off. Jaco with that waist lock applied early on, but Mathers has it scouted, keeping that low center of gravity. Beautiful takedown.
Nice chain wrestling to start. And Marcus Mathers is a competitor that has a lot of disciplines that he's very good at. He has a lot of quality in his technical ability, his mat wrestling, but he can also fly high when he needs to. And right now, this is interesting from Jaco, starting the match off at a much slower pace, a technical pace. And again, this speaks to the unpredictability of someone like Jaco. We've seen him start on fire and now slowly working a chain maneuver, but look at Marcus Mathers.
I think Jaco very wisely trying to ground Marcus Mathers, who implements a more high-flying based offense, but nothing flashy about that shoulder tackle. That was all raw power.
No, just pure meat on meat, my friend. Quickly, Jaco up and over.
Leapfrog. Deep arm drag there by Marcus Mathers.
Crucifix pin. 1, 2. Oh, but a pin by Jaco. 1, 2.
Jaco went to sweep the leg. Mathers had it scouted. Jaco ducked that clothesline.
Thought maybe a sunset flip. Landed on his knees, but still up and around. Ooh. Spinning heel kick from Marcus Mathers. Stunned Jaco. You saw a moment of hesitation there from Jaco.
Devastating chop right across the chest for Jaco. Oh, it looks like Mathers trying to throw Jaco out of the ring. Catching himself in those ropes. And now Mathers takes a spill to the outside.
Jaco lured him out. Maybe going for a suicide dive here. But how quickly Marcus in the ring, now reversing the tables. But Jaco sweeping the feet and a punt kick. Here we go. 1, 2.
Mathers able to kick out, but you could tell that punt kick has really scrambled his eggs a bit.
Yeah, that'll knock some sense in or out of you. And now Marcus a little dazed, but you could see it took a lot out of Jaco just to do that, taking a second to get his wind back up before he delivers that another punt kick to the ropes. Oh, no.
Jaco looks like you can't take the heat, get out of the pool. Here comes Cannonball, but Mathers got his knees up.
He scouted it. It's almost like he's been watching tape. Now here's the high-flying style.
Beautiful moonsault press.
1, 2.
Jaco able to kick out.
And you can see a little bit of dismay and hesitation there by Marcus Mathers.
And Mathers driving that knee right into Jaco's temple.
And you can see Mathers changing his plan up a little bit. Just the style here going a little bit, just trying to maybe knock the wind out of Jaco, maybe knock him out. Forearm, another one.
Big body slam. And right into the senton. That's definitely going to drive that air out of Jaco's lungs.
And that was smart to go for the pin early there with Marcus, just very quickly going for that pin. Even if he saw Jaco wasn't fully out, that puts a lot of pressure on Jaco. It expends a lot of energy for him to kick out of that.
You saw all of the momentum behind that Irish whip from Marcus Mathers.
That's a lot of that's the thing that a lot of younger competitors don't learn until years later, to be able to use your entire body and not have any wasted motion.
Well, especially Marcus Mathers, definitely on the smaller end for the middleweight division, has to make up for that size with every bit of raw power that he can muster.
Well, it's not how much you weigh, but how you use it.
Big suicide dive takes out Jaco on the outside.
There's an example of using all of your body weight. But now Marcus Mathers needs to get Jaco back into the ring here because, again, under championship rules, he cannot win the title on a countout.
Well, it's true. Mathers taking Jaco on a scenic tour of this beautiful building.
Well, the fans are getting, an interactive experience. That's the type of thing we give out here at Titan Championship Wrestling. We're all about the fans here.
Oh, yeah. And Mathers wisely rolling in to break the count.
And again, that's wisdom that usually it takes competitors years to figure out, to be able to take advantage of every second that you have. He breaks the count.
Testament, of course, to the training of Matt Tremont at the H2O Center. Also explains why he hits so hard.
And you got to wonder for Jaco, if maybe he's a little bit distracted with what happened during the last show. Don't forget, in the middle of his title defense last time against Adam Ace, out of nowhere, we saw the debut of Face.
That's right. If you could even call it a debut, it was more Face just mysteriously standing by the entrance ramp, definitely getting in Jaco's head, but not enough to cost him that championship. Ooh.
Yeah, but it's weird. It's like when an ex shows up at your workplace. That's going to throw you off your game a little bit here. I mean, he was able to pull off a successful title defense, but it's got to be in the back of his head. They have a history together. And you got to wonder what Face was doing. Oh!
Beautiful drop kick sends Jaco reeling.
And I'm going to get to the bottom of that, by the way, when the Feral One himself, Face, is the guest on my Entertainment Lounge, the first edition in 2024. Probably the highlight of tonight's anniversary show, although it is a stacked card. And Marcus Mathers trying to drive those forearms right into the chest of Jaco.
You can see changing it up from those chops, now going more for clubbing blows. Every bit of impact.
Well, it's smart. It kind of works in a different capacity to knock the wind out of someone like Jaco. But Jaco caught him.
Going for a big Alabama slam. Folding Marcus Mathers like an envelope.
But you see that Jaco unable to capitalize on it. You can see him just favoring that lower back that took a lot of abuse, especially on the outside of the ring here.
It's true, taking a very slow time to capitalize. You see Mathers clutching his neck. Very impactful Alabama slam back there. Jaco stalking him like a serpent.
Running forearm there. Another one. Ooh, missing the chop there. Jaco trying to whip up and over. Catching Marcus Mathers with a donkey kick right to the chest. Or a mule, depending on what part of the country you're from.
The
Either
Southwest,
way,
they call them burros.
well, either way, it hurts. No bueno. Ooh!
There's a big senton from Jaco.
Driving the wind out of him. 1, 2. You can see by the body postures of Marcus Mathers how much it took to kick out of that. And now Jaco channeling the high-flying style.
Misses the moonsault, but lands mostly on his feet.
Cannonball.
There it is, cannonball!
Now goes for the cover. Here we go. 1, 2.
And Marcus Mathers just gets the shoulder up.
And a bit of dismay on the face of Jaco. He thought he had put Marcus Mathers away.
And a "This is awesome" chant ringing through the St. Barbara's PAC as Jaco once again ascending to the top rope.
Uh-oh, but Mathers up very quickly. Jaco having to change his route. Ooh. Oh, caught him on the jaw with the spinning heel kick.
Beautiful combo from Mathers.
An improvised cutter from the second rope. Jaco is dazed. Belly to back suplex.
Mathers beckoning the greatest showman to his feet.
Oh, goes for a roll-up. Oh, another cutter. Could this be it? Could we see a new champion? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. No.
Very close 2 count. Jaco just able to kick out.
And you can see the anguish on Marcus Mathers' face. He thought he put him away, and so did I.
I mean, how do you prepare for that kind of lightning fast offense? You can't.
Well, that's what's made Marcus Mathers so dangerous. It's what's created his rise, his quick rise to the top. One of the names that hopefully, years from now, we'll be looking at one of the major companies, saying we knew him when, and could this be the night he takes a big step forward? What is Jaco doing?
Jaco seems to be enjoying it almost.
And that's the sadistic side of Jaco, relishing in the pain, dishing some of it out on his own.
And Jaco catches Mathers with that high knee.
Back and forth with these strikes.
And Marcus Mathers just damn near decapitated Jaco.
And again, you saw how he used all of his body weight, not just a clothesline, not a standing clothesline, but leaping, putting every ounce of his body weight into that clothesline, and Jaco is dazed. And Marcus Mathers senses the opportunity. He could use this to finish off Jaco. Ooh.
Big headbutt.
Finally, Jaco using his head. I don't know which one of the personalities that one hurt. Ooh.
Big drop kick.
Not letting Mathers get into the ring.
Mathers to the floor, and there's a big dive. Takes Mathers off his feet. And no dilly-dallying this time. Jaco sending Mathers right back into the ring.
Missing the clothesline. A flatliner from Jaco. 1, 2.
Marcus Mathers just kicks out. Jaco not wasting any time, though, going right to the top rope. The greatest showman, perhaps looking for his curtain call.
Marcus Mathers too dazed to get up. I don't know if he sees it coming.
450 connects.
1, 2, 3.
And just like that, what a hellacious start to our main card here tonight.
Well, I'll tell you something, Alex. You saw with the 450 splash, the finishing, the finale for Jaco. You saw Mathers try to get out of it, and he couldn't get out in time. Jaco landing right on his ribs, and it was just too much for Marcus Mathers, a man with a fantastic career ahead of him. But tonight is not his night. Tonight belongs to the greatest stand showman, Jaco, who continues to defy the odds and become Titan Championship Wrestling's best middleweight champion of all time.
Definitely a valiant effort by Marcus Mathers, proving that every ounce of hype behind him is legit. But again, not enough to take away from the greatest showman.
And Jaco trying to show a little sportsmanship, some appreciation for his opponent, and Mathers, finally accepts the handshake.
There it is.
And an indication of respect from the two of them. It's certainly earned.
We have to wonder what could be next for Jaco.
Well, Jaco's wondering what's next, especially with Face looming around, especially with Adam Ace still having something, still having an agenda, not finished. That championship makes you a marked man, and Jaco knows it.
That's what I was about to say. With every successful title defense, the target on Jaco's back grows larger and larger. But wait a second. That's Anthony Gangone, the former TCW Heavyweight Champion. We haven't seen Anthony Gangone since Mount Olympus.
When he left in a very unsavory fashion.
That's right, Aaron Roxas seemingly kidnapping Gangone, but it looks like he's escaped from Roxas's clutches.
Well, he has some...
Not exactly the warm welcome.
You know, the last time I was in Titan, I got kidnapped. And all of you cheered that.
These people are animals. Look at that.
I'll deal with Roxas later on. I'm here for you, more specifically your friend, PJ Savage. Don't clap for him. Before he was champion, I was champion. 15 months. And he took that time. Don't clap for me. I don't care about you. Before he was champion, he took that. I'll be here all night so you can bull all you want.
No respect from these fans here in Toms River. Not an ounce. This is a former champion.
Listen, you call it disrespect, I call it karma.
Maybe you're the problem. Maybe it's you.
Some reason I still haven't received a title match or rematch. But I'll make my own luck. At some point, the clock will tick back to me, and that championship will be mine. Until then, all his little friends, Jay Outcast, Alex, you, commentator, you.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Why is he bringing me into
Buddy,
this?
buddy with PJ.
Oh my gosh.
The great champion. Everyone loves you, right? I'm gonna make all of you suffer until I get back to him. Great job, champ.
Oh, wait a second!
Look at that. Look at that.
Anthony Gangone absolutely stomping a mud hole in Jaco. Can we please get security out here?
This is from months of disrespect for Anthony Gangone, from Titan management, from PJ Savage.
Oh, wait a second, Gangone looking for to make Jaco go to sleep.
An organized effort, an agenda from the management and PJ Savage, and Anthony's going to take apart all of PJ Savage's friends, one by one. And look at him, he's putting him to sleep. He's going to put him to sleep.
Come on, yeah, can we get
Look at that.
someone out
Look
here
at
to
that.
help this?
Dr. Sleep is putting out the middleweight champion. And Anthony Gangone showing mercy to Jaco. Not out of any type of respect, but because he has his eyes on that middleweight championship. And showing everybody here, including, look at this crowd. Again, no respect.
You hear those PJ Savage chants. I think the middleweight championship is just a stepping stone to what Anthony Gangone considers to be the real prize. That heavyweight title, or perhaps even just PJ Savage's head.
There's no telling what Dr. Sleep is going to do next. Anthony Gangone is a different Anthony Gangone.
Just when you thought he couldn't get any worse.
Look at the sadistic smile on Gangone as he leaves behind the carnage. And for Jaco,
we are just one match in to Monsoon, to this monumental 4-year anniversary show, and already we have seen enough action and chaos.
Titan Championship Wrestling, it's going over a change. And you know what? What happens, Alex, when things change, sometimes things have to happen to people. People have to be pushed out of the way. And that's what's happening here at Titan Championship Wrestling in 2024.
Church. Thank you for your hospitality, giving us a home for our anniversary event. Let's hear it for them. And at some point tonight, check out the concession stand. They got gyros here
and more. Check out the concession stand. Fresh hot gyros. Check them out. Sounds delicious. Hold one for me for after the show.
Pronounced euros,
Don't
David.
you have a good time so far?
Or gyro.
This is Monsoon, the 4-year anniversary spectacular, as our star-studded showcase continues with your next battle evening scheduled for one fall.
Oh, brother.
Oh, man. This anniversary party keeps getting better and better. It's about to get a little bougie in here.
No.
What's the matter, Alex?
Well, well, anyone who's followed Jay Bougie or myself in our respective careers will know that we have no love lost for one another. That beef has most recently spilled over here at Titan.
Sounds like you're what they call a hater, Alex. Have you been drinking Haterade?
I have indeed.
All right, well, it looks like I'm going to have to do some heavy lifting here.
Gotta stay.
Alex is having a sad.
Gotta stay. Oh, having a sad. Well, Jay Bougie, I can at least take comfort in the fact that Jay Bougie has his work cut out for him in the form of this new debutante here at Titan Championship Wrestling, Rich Port Ayala.
That's right. Titan Championship Wrestling in 2024. There's going to be new.
Making his way down the aisle, this is his Titan Championship Wrestling debut! From New York City, weighing 240 pounds,
Rich Port Ayala, as David Adams just told us, from New York City originally, but cut his teeth mostly in the Florida territory under the WWN umbrella, has also completed a tour of Japan, and most recently has relocated back to New York City. He's been training and performing with House of Glory. Like we said, Titan Championship Wrestling debut, but coming in with quite an impressive resume.
Well, Titan quickly becoming one of the top independent promotions in the United States. And 2024 has proven that you got all the competitors coming here for an opportunity. This is a big showcase for somebody like Ayala. And it's the reason he came and relocated to New York, the New York, New Jersey area. I think the best part, the best section of the independent scene as far as I'm concerned, in quality, in performance, in competition. But he's got himself a little bit of a tough task here in his debut. They didn't make it easy on him. As Mr. PWI 368.
Well, both of these contestants have very decorated resumes. Rich Port Ayala definitely possessing the size advantage.
No doubt about it. Coming in here in good shape, especially for a younger competitor here.
But can't underestimate Jay Bougie's tenacity, his quickness, and unfortunately his underhandedness more often than not in the ring.
Well, that's subjective. I mean, you could talk about him being clever. You could talk about him being a quality competitor, even though you don't get along with him personally. And look at this, Bougie reaching out to the fans here. There's a reason he's Mr. PWI 368. By the way, that's your credit score, isn't it?
Ha ha, hardy har har.
You know, you're really bumming me out during this anniversary show. I thought we were having a good time. I got my tuxedo all pressed. I left it in the car, but it doesn't matter.
Well, Jay Bougie really padding for time here.
Well, I think it's smart by Jay Bougie. He wants to wrestle at his pace. And look at that. Look at what he did. He
baiting Ayala into that collar and elbow tie-up, but ducking, and that's that quickness that I talked about before.
Look, you have to admit, even though you have personal issues with Jay Bougie, his in-ring performance, his skill, his capability, that can't be denied.
Jay Bougie, of course, has made a name for himself in recent months on the national level. an MLW as part of the Beaumaye Fight Club.
And I think this is a smart strategy from Jay Bougie. Just strike and move, strike and move. He does not have the size advantage. He knows that. So he's got to get on the bicycle, move around. See? Ooh!
You want to talk about disrespect. Jay Bougie with a slap to the face of Rich Port Ayala. How's that for a welcome for this competitor?
This is a big opportunity for Ayala. This is the 4th anniversary show. So much going on tonight. Championships being defended. And also another edition of the Entertainment Lounge, the first one of 2024.
And I have to say, and I say this very begrudgingly, Jay Bougie absolutely has the psychological advantage. You can see he is baiting Ayala. He is purposely frustrating him.
Oh, no. Yeah, there's nothing clever about that.
You can see now that Bougie's quickness has backfired as Ayala with control of that ankle.
Ooh.
And a big hard right from Rich Port Ayala.
Oh, that might have knocked him down to 369 on the PWI.
And another big right hand, sending Bougie reeling.
And that striking style, something he might have picked up on his tour of Japan. Going a little strong style on Jay Bougie. But see, he needs to get a little more aggressive here. This might be the inexperience. He's got to go right after Bougie.
Huge Beal sends Bougie flying across the ring. Like Uncle Phil to Jazzy Jeff.
Well, RPA could be looking at a tremendous debut here. This could be a massive upset. This could be the start of something big for him.
Ayala perhaps looking for a vertical suplex, and that is a long way down for Jay Bougie.
Oh, you don't want to be up in the penthouse when the elevator is broken.
And you see all of that blood flowing to the head of Jay Bougie right now.
Bougie kicking, trying to get out of it, but just too much for the strength of Ayala. Oh, that hurt my back. 1, 2. But not enough to put down Jay Bougie, and you can see Bougie trying to crawl to the rope for a reprieve here. Bougie grimacing the pain on his back here, but this is where Ayala needs to follow up here. Focus, get on him.
You could hear that chop all the way in the bleacher seats.
The acoustics here in the St. Barbara Athletic Facility, I don't know if they designed it for that, but oh no, not another one. And the bigger you are, the more momentum you have with those chops. A chop hurts in general, but those big ham hocks just slamming against your chest. And now Bougie down, gasping for breath. And I see why are you smiling so hard, Alex? What's the matter with you? It's a man. That's a human being in there being hurt. You're grinning from ear to ear. Oh!
I may have spoken or rather smiled too soon. Jay Bougie able to dodge, and that's that quickness that I was speaking about before.
And from quickness to intelligent, what's he doing? He's going right after that knee.
Jay Bougie knows. Oh, and a leg drop on the knee, though. Using that rope as leverage, he could have dislocated Rich Port Ayala's knee.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's not by mistake. Oh, look at that.
Jay Bougie knows that he's not going to win a test of strength against
not.
Ayala, so he has to chop down this Sequoia.
And what does he do? He's going right after the knee again. A new game plan, wrenching on that knee. And that's, people talk about the toughness of Jay Bougie. Yeah, he does a lot of trash talking, but he is an intelligent competitor. Now he's just toying with the newcomer Ayala here, who goes from being in control to desperately screaming in pain here.
Bougie now slamming that already weakened knee against the apron, the hardest part of the ring. And Bougie now stalking his prey.
Oh no!
Look at the God figure he's thinking. And did you see the height on that spine buster? But I think Ayala
The
might have
damage.
further damaged that knee.
Well, he leaped up, but the amount of weight it takes to lift up someone the size of Jay Bougie, who's small in comparison to Ayala, but he is no lightweight by any means.
Absolutely, as well as the impact on the knees that any kind of slam-based maneuver is going to cause. And you see Ayala favoring that knee now. Still, look at the power of Ayala. Big Michinoku driver. But Jay Bougie able to kick out at 2.
And you got to hand it to Ayala. Just when you think Bougie has put away, Ayala, he manages to come out with something. But again, every time he pulls out a maneuver, you can see he immediately goes to favoring his right knee. You forget how much of your body you use for every maneuver.
Oh, now you see that damage written plainly. Ayala hobbling on that knee, not able to carry Bougie. Looked like he was going for a power slam just now, but able to connect with a big side slam.
And once again, he's not able to convert on this opportunity because of that injury, and smartly Jay Bougie crawls out of the ring. Great ring awareness, luck, whatever you want to call it. Bougie took advantage.
And Ayala so immobilized with that knee, having a very hard time staying on the pursuit of Jay Bougie.
I can't imagine this is how he thought the debut would go here, but he's still in this contest, but he can't even get out of the ring to chase down Jay Bougie. Moving gingerly on that damaged knee. He could have a stretched or strained patella bone, tendons. A lot of things can go on in there.
Well, Jay Bougie back in the ring, but doesn't look like he is quite ready to face Ayala just yet.
Ooh!
And Bougie with a stomp, assisted by that rope. Very wisely.
1, 2, 3!
And just like that, I do have to give credit where it's due. Very intelligent on the part of Jay Bougie. You saw him positioning himself between Ayala and that rope, making sure that he could not get that foot or get that rope break.
And a great learning experience for somebody like Rich Port Ayala. A debut that was very strong. He showed a lot of skill, but it just wasn't his night tonight. But you know whose night it's going to be? My night, because I'm about to host the first edition in 2024 of the Entertainment Lounge, my friend, when I talk to the feral one face. Excuse me, Alex, you can handle things while I go get ready, right?
I sure can. Well, folks, if you'd like to donate to the GoFundMe to cover Harry Chechanian's last rites expenses after the feral face is done with him, we'll be sure to link that in the description of this video. As you see, Jay Bougie taking a victory lap, as it were. Not doing anything to endear himself to the Titan faithful.
Titan Championship Wrestling. I'm backstage here where our Titan and Funhouse Heavyweight Champion, PJ Savage. PJ, first of all, how you feeling tonight, Monsoon, four-year anniversary?
I feel great. It's the start of the Savage era. It's time to just get going and get the ball rolling and show everybody what I'm about. Show them a fighting champion.
I mean, your opponent tonight, you know, no stranger to Joel Maximo, SAT. I mean, you know, your whole training thing. But what we said about, you know, general manager over here, you have to go through the Kings of New York to get to where you are, and I need to know, what's your thoughts on that exactly?
You know, Steve Monster Max set this matchup. Our GM, somebody who I'm really close with, personal with. He knows what I want. He knows I want to be considered on the Mount Rushmore of New York City. The independent wrestling, the professional wrestling, all that lineage of New York City, I want to be next to it. I want to be the future of it. And if I want to be the king of New York, I got to go through the kings of New York. Guys like himself and Homicide. And now one half of the legendary SAT, Joel Maximo, somebody who I've become extremely close with, opening up a wrestling school with, the workshop in New York City. This is going to be very interesting because he's somebody I admire, just like I admired Mac. But I'm not holding anything back. This is my era, this is my time, and it's time to show every single one of those fans that are sitting in that audience right now why this is the Savage era. Savage!
Still to come tonight, a great deal.
You can join us on Saturday night, February the 17th. Titan Championship Wrestling is doing a very special charity event. We're working with Shriners, and we're raising money for a great cause. Check out our website, Titan-ChampionshipWrestling.com, for all the information. I'll get all the specifics for you and announce it throughout the night. But that's where our next event will be, a charity event for Shriners. Titan Championship Wrestling, you don't want to miss out. Also, did I mention that St. Barbara's Greek Orthodox Church has got the best, most delicious gyros in the land? Pick some up tonight. They got water, chips, soda as well. And also, make sure you check out the merchandise from your favorite Titan Championship Wrestling and Goddesses of War standouts. We've also got action figures for sale, great vendor deals. And also, make sure you say hi to our friends at Wrestling and Recovery. They can provide you free posters for the kids, cheer the good guys, boo the bad guys, and information on how they can help you, a loved one, or a friend going through troubling times. See your friends at Wrestling and Recovery for all the information. And now, it's not a tea party, it is a 4-year celebration. It is Monsoon, as we get set right now for the Entertainment Lounge. Please welcome your host right now, Mr. Entertainment, Harry Turchanian.
Yeah, that's right. You don't get a Titantron. Oh. No, never mind. I spoke too soon. My esteemed colleague, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Harry Turjanian. The second installment of his interview segment, the Entertainment Lounge. Last month at the Aftermath, we saw a great deal of chaos and carnage unfold when Harry interviewed, or attempted to interview, I should say, our heavyweight champion, PJ Savage.
Ladies and gentlemen, and I use that term loosely, welcome to the first edition of the Entertainment Lounge of 2024.
I have to say, I agree with the Toms River faithful.
Mr. Entertainment, Harry Turchanian. Obviously, you people are something else. I bring you a show of this quality to Toms River, New Jersey, a town which its only claim to fame is that it's where people who drive from New York City to Philly stop to use the restroom, which explains the smell. Now look, 2024, it's a new year, and a new year brings new opportunities. And I can see by looking out in the crowd, a lot of you people you've already given up on your New Year's resolutions of eating right and working out.
Shots fired. Submitting my nomination, Feud of the Year, Harry Turjanian versus Toms River, New Jersey.
Now listen, I have a guest tonight, my first guest of 2024. You're talking about new people, new faces.
Titan Championship Wrestling is the place to be. You never know who's going to show up. During the last show, we had somebody show up here unannounced, and he's looking to make a name for himself. And I know you people know who he is. I know you like him. So my guest tonight has a lot to answer to, and I'm going to get to the bottom of why he's here. He's mysterious. Some of you like him. Me, not so much. We're going to find out why he's here. Let's get up for my guest, the fair one himself, Face.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as much as Harry Tajanian and I don't see eye to eye, I am hoping that he's able to get some answers from the man who's about to come through that curtain, the feral Face. Why did he show up last month at the Aftermath? What is his interest in our middleweight champion, Jaco? What is he hoping to accomplish here at Titan Championship Wrestling? Now, those of you who know Face and are familiar with him will know he's a man of few words, so I have to say I don't have very high hopes for how this interview is going to go. But I would say that if I was Harry right now, I would be very, very nervous. You see Face perched atop that top turnbuckle.
Well, welcome to the show, Face. Please take a seat, my friend. Okay. That's hey, whatever makes you comfortable, man. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming out. Everybody here, you made your debut during the last show, and everybody's wondering, you came out during the middleweight title match, during Jaco's championship match, and you took a seat. You didn't do anything, you didn't say anything, and everybody wants to know what's going on. So, what's going on? Faze, tell me, what's going on?
Like I said, a man of few words.
You see, Faze, I knew this would be a little difficult. Faze, when I do a show like this, I like to prepare because I want to do a proper show. I do my research. I go online. I look up my interview subject. I write a bunch of questions to make sure. But you know what I found when I looked you up? I didn't find anything. I didn't find anything online. Your social media presence barely exists. Biography, nothing. I don't know what your real name is. I don't know where you train. I don't know who you are. It's almost like you don't want to be found. And in my experience, when a man doesn't want to be found and he shows up in a new town, there's a reason. So flat out, I'm asking you, Face, what is the reason you're here?
Face definitely has some skeletons in his
You're
closet.
gonna make this difficult for me. Look at all these questions I worked out, Face. Come on, man. You're weird. Yeah, give me something to work with here. Is there a Mrs. Face? Are there little facelets at home? What's going on, brother?
Facelets.
You know, this is what's weird to me, Face. This is what's weird. You're a very peculiar man. You're a man you're on social media, but you don't want to be social. You show up to a wrestling company, but you don't wrestle. You come to a talk show, but you don't want to talk, man. Come on, give me something. What is the reason you're here? That doesn't work. This doesn't work. You show up here, I'll tell you what, you want to know something, Face? This is the rub about you. You show up here at Titan Championship Wrestling, you sit in front of the middleweight champion and you expect a title shot. Haven't you been watching wrestling? Don't you know how it works? You don't just show up and get a title opportunity. I mean, for God's sakes, you haven't wrestled a match here. You haven't put a hammerlock on somebody. You haven't even body slammed somebody. Face,
I don't know nobody here an explanation, but all I gotta say is you, the people, and all of Titan, you won't have to remember the name, because you'll remember the face.
Like I said before, Face, a man of few words, but when he has something to say, he gets right to the point. Oh, wait a second. Speaking of something to say, And wherever SP Anderson goes,
Hello, Tom's River, my hometown. How are you? I came from the good side of Tom's River. This Tom's River north side is horrible. It's garbage. I went to East. Let me introduce you to a few people. To my right, the apple of my eye, the son I never knew I had, the future of professional wrestling, Mr. Flash Carter. And behind him, the king of the monsters, the American kaiju, Big Jeff Noise. And well, if you don't know who I am, you're probably living under a rock somewhere. But it's your old pal SP. And we are here tonight, Harry, as you so eloquently stated before, for a little bit of the Body Slam Challenge.
That's right. SP, first of all, I want to say thank you for coming out and saving the show. Thank you for talking the simplest of all tasks.
Dead air, nothing worse than dead air.
Nothing worse than dead air. Thank you so much. And this has been going on. You have been offering how much, SP? How much you
In
been
this
offering?
bag, I have $5,000 of my own money because I didn't go to Tom's River North and I made a good living. And if anybody can body slam Big Jeff Noise, which they won't because it hasn't happened in 15 years, they will get this $5,000.
Well, SP, 5,000 is a lot of money to these box wine drinkers. Let's get it started. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out your first contestant of the Body Slam Challenge. From the Playboy Estates of Mill Grove, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the sex machine, Oliver.
so SP Anderson said it best. $5,000 of his own money to anyone in the locker room who can body slam the behemoth Jeff Noise. And I have to say, Oliver Passion, while he might be a fan favorite here at Titan, I can't say I have very high hopes for him being able to get Jeff Noise even off the ground, much less to body slam him.
Oliver, get out of the ring. We don't have all night, just like you don't have all night to make love. Let's get in here. Oliver, come in here, make a name for yourself, kid. Come on.
Oliver Passion taking a lap around the ring,
Ollie,
trying to psych himself up.
Ollie, oxen free. You want $5,000 or what here, buddy? You just want to walk around all night.
He's getting his pump on, getting his cardio up.
You know what? He doesn't look very confident. Hold on. Son, hold this mic.
Oliver, come on. $5,000, a lot of coffee at Wawa. Let's do this.
And SP putting on a cut-off flannel of his own, perhaps playing some mind games.
See, I'm a big fan. I got the shirt and everything, you know? No sleeves, plaid. I have passion, but do you have any passion? Oh, I better take mine.
And here he goes. Oliver Passion, oh, well, he's got one leg off the ground. And just like that, the sheer mass of Jeff Noise proves too much.
I'm so sorry, Oliver.
See, that's how I know your mother raised you. They don't give anybody
Oliver, better luck next time. Let's bring out the second competitor, ladies and gentlemen.
Oliver Passion.
Taking over Professional Wrestling Genesis. Give it up for TKO Jaco.
Oliver Passion not able to cut the mustard, but perhaps this next entrant, TKO Kasenko, will have better luck. Speaking of some of my favorite people, my ops are out in full force tonight. Well, this will definitely make for some interesting vlog content for TKO, that's for sure. But maybe not in the way that he would hope.
It's TKO. Hey, everybody give it up for TKO, huh? Give it up.
If you can do this, this is going to be your most popular Instagram reel. Come on, TKO Misenko.
What are you filming? All right. You got a little camera going? You're making a little movie? He's making a movie.
Well, TKO Kosenko in a video posted to social media last week revealed that he was nursing a bit of an ankle injury.
TKO Misenko, Jeff Noise.
Check this one.
This is the noise. Here we go.
Here, let me get out of the way here. I'm going to get over my Aaron here. Come with me, Aaron. You stay with me. Okay. Watch out.
Take a selfie reaction shot. We do one of those reaction shots.
Make sure you film this. Film this, film this. Film this, yeah.
Wait a second. This.
Jeff, you got a little overpassionate. There's no reason to hurt.
Jeff. It's Bobby St. Challenge.
Sorry, TKO Misenko.
The Anderson family pouring a little salt in the wound there
That was very sweet.
for TKO.
You've been TKO'd, my friend. We'll have to see you later.
Okay, well, let's bring out your
Over the loss for TKO.
Well, let's bring out a third competitor. Bring the roll, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, God.
He's a legend, which means he's been here forever. Give it up for Magic.
Well, I have slightly higher hopes for this next entrant in the Body Slam Challenge, Magic, the 30-year veteran. The man who's had his fingerprints on the training of many of the top talent to come out of this Northeast scene. Surely if anyone is going to be successful in body slamming the Kaiju Jeff Noise, surely it would be Magic. Well, even if he's not able to get Jeff Noise off his feet, he certainly brought the crowd to theirs.
Magic, please, unlike your career, there's a time limit tonight, so we could just please get this underway.
Harry, I don't trust her around the bank.
Okay, I understand that. Magic,
We're going to put this over here.
very good competitor. Keep an eye on these Tom River rats. All right, here we go. Here we go. Magic, I just want to say I'm so happy you're here, man. What an opportunity this is for you. I'm glad that Steve and Billy are looking out for you, man, because this is another payday for you, and I know you need it. So here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Harry Turjanian may have struck a nerve.
You're here. I said it's a good one. You're here.
You think I'm retarded? Well, how come he's not good enough for you?
And Magic, we're going to leave the
That
ring.
was easy.
That's officially a forfeit.
I guess the dance contest is over.
Now let's bring out one more competitor here. Our fourth competitor, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a face for wrestling and for radio. Give it up for Jay Outcast.
Well, I can't say I blame Magic for walking off after that disrespect from Harry Turjanian. And here's a young man with a bright future, somebody who has endeared himself as a fan favorite here at Titan, Jay Outcast. Jay Outcast has had a meteoric rise here in Titan Championship Wrestling over the last year. But I have to say, even I have some doubts if he'll be successful in body slamming Jeff Noise.
Outcast. You're the ultimate underdog here.
Hey, Jeff, get back. Let him get in. He's been talking a lot on Facebook in the last 2 weeks.
Jay Outcast, you're the ultimate underdog, which means you have to lose, my brother. Come on, give it a shot.
Not only is he
I'm
gonna,
just playing once.
not only is he gonna body slam you, he said he's gonna body slam me too.
All right, let's see if Jay Outcast you can do it.
That's your sister? Oh, hey! You're gonna watch him embarrass himself right now, huh? Get your camera ready. Get your camera ready. Yeah, because he's gonna look like a fool in about 2 seconds.
S.P. Anderson making this personal.
Let him do his little thing.
Here we go, Jay Outcast. Competitor number 4.
Hey, Jay. Big chance.
Jay Outcast hyping himself up. You hear this crowd only on the side. And oh, Outcast got Noise off his feet.
You missed, pal. What have you done again? Just like everything else in your wrestling career, it came not just a little bit.
Well, sorry. I know that's
What do you mean, why am I acting like that?
Outcast did indeed get both of Jeff Noise's feet off the ground.
You follow what I tell you to do. You follow what Jeff tells you to do. All right? Stay in the corner. Go check off. You want to go check off? Go check off. Go ahead.
And wait a second.
Go check off Jeff. That's your buddy.
Well, we did know that there was going to be one final entrant in this body slam challenge. What we did not know was that it would be the feral face who would be filling that last spot.
He was gonna announce.
He's not a competitor. He's not on my card, so.
You weren't supposed to be here. No.
Yeah, that's.
Hearing a lot of
Shut up! I'm gonna leave.
feminine screams. Face looking completely unfazed by the mountain of a man standing before him. It looks like this crowd's reaction may be getting in the head of Jeff Noise a little bit. And Face has done it! Face just body slammed Jeff Noise! Well, tonight's forecast did not call for rain. But Face looks like he's about to cause a downpour here in Tom's River.
I'm sorry, Face. You weren't supposed to be involved. Please don't tell me. Face.
And S.P. Anderson. Look at the strength of Face. S.P. Anderson thrown clean out of the ring. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you never mess around with the feral one. Face proving that he truly runs this place. Oh, I'm going to share the wealth here with the Titan Nation. Very generous of him. Well, for a man who has not even wrestled an official match here at Titan, Face has certainly made an impact. Time will only tell what 2024 has in store for this competitor right here. And still not sure what Face is looking to accomplish here at Titan, who or what he has his eyes on.
Wow. The American Kaiju Big Jeff Boys has been body slammed for the first time ever. And you saw it here at the St. Barbara Greek Orthodox Church. Monsoon, the 40th anniversary. Are you having a great time, Thomas River? Well, we go from one excitement to the next as our 4-year anniversary showcase continues with the following contest. It is for the Goddesses of War Championship.
Well, some action incoming now from our sister brand, Goddesses of War. It's been a night of debuts. And we have one more coming up here in the form of Amity LeVay. LeVay has been making a name for herself. Amity LeVay been making a name for herself on the Long Island wrestling scene. LeVay, a replacement for Nikki Duke, who was unable to compete tonight. I have to wonder how that might be affecting the mindset of our champion, who is preparing for one competitor and now finds herself facing another on rather short notice. Well, Marie Valdemina, like I said, was preparing to face Nikki Duke tonight. Card subject to change, number one rule of wrestling. But if ever there was a competitor who will remain dominant despite the circumstances, it's Marie Valdemina. Just crossed the 1-year threshold as Goddesses of War champion. And what a reign it has been. Marie Valdemina defeating all comers. May have won all her defenses of that Goddesses of War title, but has not quite won over the affection of these Titan fans. Welcome back, Harry. How was
it? You weren't watching?
How'd your little show go?
It was again. I had another guest ruin my show again. No respect around here. You know, I put first of all, these fans are animals. Then Face is a maniac who doesn't answer questions, and then he comes back out after he already left. Why do I bother? Why do I bother entertaining these cretins around here? Otherwise, it was great.
Well, I could have told you weren't going to get much out of Face.
Well, why didn't you tell me that beforehand? I told you last week. Let's focus on this match. Let's not take away from this championship match. And Help a brother out, damn it. Well, here we go. The Goddesses Women's Championship on the line.
You see the quickness of Amity LeVay on full display in the early goings of this matchup.
Well, certainly the power is going to be with Valdemina here. She's got the strength and the size advantage for sure.
Very similar dynamic to what we saw with Jay Bougie and Rich Portalaya earlier on tonight.
Yeah, except this time around, LeVay is not able to get away as quickly.
You see those big clubbing blows of Valdemina followed by a stomp right to the small of Amity LeVay's back.
The Goddesses Championship has become one of the most competitive title divisions in women's wrestling. In fact, Tiffany Avatar on social media this week announced that she would be in attendance tonight to watch this matchup and challenge whoever the winner is.
You saw the force behind that Irish whip earlier and the force with which Marie Valdemina hit the corner. Huge right hands from Valdemina. But Amity LeVay able to turn it around, firing back with some right hands of her own.
Ooh, look at that knee.
And now it's Valdemina with the upper hand. Back and forth. And Amity LeVay so far has had an answer for everything that Marie Valdemina has thrown at her.
Ooh.
Very impressive athleticism from LeVay.
And that's what she's going to have to do, is use all of her body weight and momentum to overcome that size advantage.
Beautiful snapmare.
And great technique in both maneuvers here. And now she's got to follow up here. Whoa! Up and over here, and suddenly the champion in big trouble here. Here we go for the cover. 1, 2.
Kick out at 2 from Valdemina.
And that's where that size advantage comes into play. It's very difficult to knock your opponent down, but second to that, to keep them down for a count of 3. That's why Valdemina has been so dominant as Goddesses champion. Oh, and you can see, there you go. One move too many for LeVay.
We saw, despite her wrist being manipulated, Valdemina still able to overpower LeVay. And now just you see the disrespect driving that heel into LeVay's windpipe.
And now you can see not just strength, but technique and intelligence here as Valdemina works on the shoulder blades of LeVay.
Valdemina just driving that knee. Bending those arms in a way that no appendages should be bent. Ooh! And a stomp right to that lower lumbar region.
But that maneuver has double impact, just driving the foot into her back and driving her face first into the canvas.
Absolutely, not to mention could potentially separate those shoulders.
That's just smart technique there. No wasted motion from Valdemina.
Valdemina with a sleeper hold now applied.
And you can see how she's arching her back forward. That creates a lot more weight and pressure that LeVay has to overcome to get up. Ooh!
And you saw LeVay creating that separation, a nice jawbreaker.
Using her whole body weight again. Smart.
Ducks a clothesline from Valdemina.
Whoa!
Beautiful drop kick by Amity LeVay.
And she took a half step of hesitation, pulled back, and then went forward to get even more momentum. A lot of credit to LeVay here.
Valdemina now finding herself in a very unenviable position. Amity LeVay in full control as our champion backed into the corner. Amity LeVay sent up and over. Oh, LeVay with a bit of a cheap shot there from the outside.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Desperate times call for desperate measures. But LeVay has to capitalize here. Trying to catch her breath on the ring apron. It's almost like she doesn't know what to do in the sense of, you know, after you've been pounded on for so long by those fists.
Oh, a big code breaker from Amity LeVay. And Marie Valdemina taken off her feet.
And this is a position Valdemina is not used to.
LeVay hooks the leg.
2.
Some great ring awareness from Amity LeVay. dragging Valdemina out of distance from those ropes.
Yeah, unfortunately, the amount of time it took was just enough time for Valdemina to recover here. A suplex. Now, I don't know how wise this is. I mean, LeVay is strong, but not the best use of your energy in this type of contest.
Valdemina with some shots to the midsection. Full Nelson position. But LeVay very wisely trying to maintain that low center of gravity.
Right on the tailbone. Let's see if that's enough here for the champion.
Bubba bomb there. Oh, wait
One,
a second.
2,
But Valdemina had her left foot on the rope. Valdemina had her foot blatantly on the rope. Referee didn't see it.
Ref can't see what the ref can't call what he don't see.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match and still the goddesses of war champion, Marie Valdemina.
Valdemina cackling with delight. But wait a second. Valdemina with that title belt. Oh, and she has just struck Amity LeVay in the face.
And the fans don't like it, but Valdemina doesn't care.
But here's Tiffany Avatar. Tiffany Avatar is in full gear and she is ready for a fight.
We knew she was in attendance. She wasted no time staking her claim here. She's got next here against Valdemina, but poor Amity LeVay just coming up short.
A heated exchange here between Marie Valdemina and what looks to be her next challenger, Tiffany Avatar.
Oh, Valdemina.
Marie Valdemina telling,
in the
well, wait
ring.
a second.
No appreciation towards the Cotton Candy Princess from Amity LeVay.
I can understand the frustration from Amity LeVay. I'm sure this wasn't how she expected her Titan debut to turn out.
Oh, yeah, it's a difficult contest. Emotions run hot here. That's what happens in a competitive division like the Goddesses Women's Championship. But it looks like Tiffany Avatar has staked her claim as next in line for the title opportunity. Could she be the one to finally topple over Valdemina?
Wouldn't that be something? Only time will tell. Still to come, more championship action.
And we don't.
For the Titan Championship Wrestling Lightweight Championship. Now in this match, the only way to win is to be the first competitor to put one of your opponents through a table.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are making history in more ways than one tonight. The first ever tables, ladders, and chairs match in Titan history. And what higher stakes than for the lightweight championship?
Right, maybe the most exciting division here in Titan Championship Wrestling in recent months. And they are not going to let us down. They are starting 2024 off of the bang.
Weighing in at 175 pounds,
Justin Bon Jovi wielding that kendo stick, looking ready to inflict violence here in Tom's River tonight. Shout out to Maintenance, fellows Yonkerites, Yonkerians. I don't know what the
Aren't
demonym
you
is.
from there?
I am not.
Okay.
I would not wish that on my worst enemy, but and Maintenance for performing Justin Bon Jovi's new theme song.
The great theme song. Justin Bon Jovi, as you remember, last time joined us on commentary at our last event and called his shot. He said he was going to climb the ladder to the top of the light heavyweight division.
Well, I don't think he knew how literally his words would be taken by Titan management.
From the Dominican Republic, weighing 150 pounds, the Dominican Daredevil,
Andre Paulino has been intertwined with our lightweight champion Daniel Alexander for months now. And
Very quickly going after
not
Justin
wasting
Bon
any
Jovi.
time.
Well, maybe
Listen to the ovation. You talk about fan favorites. There is arguably nobody more popular with the Titan Nation than this man right here, Mr. 1-800-Bangers himself, Daniel Alexander.
he's a tremendous athlete, but this is going to be a difficult task even for him. And he's not going to be able to dance his way out of this one so easily.
Well, as David Adams, our ring announcer, said earlier, a bit of an interesting twist to this tables, ladders, and chairs match. The winner must slam one of his two opponents through a table.
Here we go. Andre Paulino going with an interesting strategy, not going after the champ, but going after Justin Bon Jovi. Maybe still harboring resentment from what happened last month, at last month's event.
Could be. Oh, and a big super kick from Paulino.
The aftermath.
Breaks up that kerfuffle.
Ooh, look at those strikes. Oh, and that's the difficulty of a three-way match like this, is you have to have eyes in the back of your head, as Andre Paulino found out. But Daniel Alexander smartly removing one opponent in the ring so he could just focus on Andre Paulino.
And you want to talk about chemistry, you want to talk about rivalries. These two men have made absolute magic every time they step in the ring together.
Ooh, look at those strikes blocked by Daniel Alexander. Paulino been working a little bit more on his striking. He's been a high flyer for most of his brief career. But look at that.
Bon Jovi picking his spot, putting that kendo stick to use.
No disqualification in a TLC match because it's not tender love and care.
Bon Jovi choking out Daniel Alexander between the kendo stick and that bottom turnbuckle, and now doing the same to Andre Paulino.
And I can respect Bon Jovi. He created his own opportunity last month. And if you want to see that event, you can go on the premier streaming network where all of Titan Championship Wrestling events are archived. He called his shot. He got his opportunity. He got the ire of Daniel Alexander and found himself in this match. Daniel Alexander takes on all comers.
And here we go, Justin Bon Jovi introducing some hardware. And it looks like it's going to be the chairs.
Ooh! Exploder suplex. Daniel Alexander tried to escape from it, but Paulino was still able to execute it. Uh-oh, slingshot here. Oh, no. Ooh! And Bon Jovi adding a little bit of a set dressing here to the ring. The first ladder.
Perching it on that middle rope.
Oh, doing a slingshot of his own.
Oh, no.
Ooh!
Slingshot
Oh!
sends Daniel Alexander face first into the ladder.
Oh, that might have broken his nose. And now this is the difficult situation for someone like Daniel Alexander. He's the champion, but now, oh, he's out. Another one of those strikes from Andre Polino.
Well, triple threat rules, the champion does not necessarily have to be the one pinned, or in this case, put through a table in order for the title to change hands. A little bit of RVD style offense.
And that's the interesting thing, the strategy here for someone like Polino to use his high-flying style, but combine it with the tools that you are allowed to use. Oh, and
Drop
once,
toe hold sends Alexander face first into the ladder again.
for the second time tonight, he's forced to kiss the steps of that ladder.
Polino with the chair, driving it into the gut of Justin Bon Jovi.
And now Polino gonna take advantage to maybe use the chair as a stool here, a stepping stone. No, Bulldog.
And for that Bulldog, Bon Jovi able to turn it around.
Oh!
And a side slam into the open chair.
Oh! That's not good for the back of Andre Polino.
Big Superman punch from Daniel Alexander. And it looks like our champion is back in this fight.
That time he spent on the ground was enough for him to recuperate here. And Bon Jovi stuck in the corner here while he can only watch on as Polino driven headfirst into that chair.
Polino being forced to kiss the steel. And now lying prone on the seat of that chair.
Oh!
Oh, and Daniel Alexander went for that senton.
And now Polino.
Polino connects.
And Alexander was on the edge of that chair, so it was almost like a guillotine effect or a catapult.
You have to think that the damage that steel is going to inflict on the spine of Daniel Alexander is effectively going to neutralize any kind of high-flying offense. And now Justin Bon Jovi just punishing Polino with that kendo stick.
Ooh. It's not a TL or a C, but it is legal in this contest. And Bon Jovi fully taking advantage of this situation that he created.
Justin Bon Jovi looking to make his own look.
The crowd chanting for tables.
And there we go. Justin Bon Jovi introducing the first table.
This is the first time a lot of these people have seen a table. They can't afford one. Oh, but Bon Jovi opting not to go for a table, maybe some more chairs. Bon Jovi is the one who came in here with a little bit, I think, more strategy of considering this, the rules of this contest, because he's the one who's brought everything into this ring. He's brought the chairs in, he's brought the ladder in, he pulled out the table.
Yeah, but we have to wonder, though, the match cannot be won until the table has been introduced. So I have to question his decision-making not to introduce it yet.
Well, look, this is a very difficult match to prepare for. In wrestling school, you don't train for tables, ladders, and chairs. How many TLC matches does a competitor wrestle in their entire career?
This is true, and now Daniel Alexander with that ladder.
Oh, no, but before he can do anything, Bon Jovi smartly tosses him to the outside. And again, Daniel Alexander in trouble here. If he doesn't have to be put through the table himself. It's just any one of these competitors.
A little bit of tug of war taking place now between Polino and Bon Jovi over that ladder.
All right, now it's just going, oh, fist fight. Look at those picture-perfect punts and those kicks.
The educated feet of Andre Paulino on full display.
Oh!
Alexander with a step up enziguri.
Yeah, a little bit footwork of his own.
And now Bon Jovi and Paulino holding up that ladder.
Alexander
Whoa.
not focused on what's going on. Oh! Oh no!
Daniel Alexander's going to be singing falsetto for a few weeks.
See, he spent too much time showboating for those fans, and that's what it did to him. He mistimed that landing for sure. And now Paulino trying to take advantage, throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Justin Bon Jovi.
Literally.
There might be a kitchen sink. They put a lot of strange things under that ring.
They did. Now Paulino with a tornado DDT.
There's so much strewn about that ring. He could have landed on anything. I think it was a chair, but the ladder wasn't too far behind.
And now you see
Oh,
Paulino
no.
has just laid a chair over Justin Bon Jovi's prone body. What could the Dominican Daredevil be looking for?
Oh, no. Frog splash? No! Ooh.
Bon Jovi moved, but was able to move that chair off of him so that Paulino landed on it.
A senton bomb right onto the back.
Dominican Daredevil living up to his nickname, but in that case, it was not worth it. Did not pay off.
Oh my goodness, the carnage taking place. These are hard for me to call, I have to be honest with you. For people to limit their careers.
And there we go. And Daniel Alexander has that table. Pushing it into the ring.
He's got to get it in.
Having a little bit of difficulty with those legs.
Again, it's hard to prepare for something like this, but there's a limited time base Alexander has here before these two recuperate. Can he take advantage? Ooh.
Well, the table has been introduced into the ring, and we can expect that the dynamic of this match is going to change now that table has been introduced, and the match can be won.
Well, he drove his head into the table, but he did not go through the table. And suddenly the champion in a bad situation, not just for his title reign, but maybe his career here. Bon Jovi setting up here an obstacle course for himself, a not so pleasant landing pad. Ooh.
Big kick right to the midsection of Daniel Alexander.
And this is the moment Bon Jovi was building up to. It's what he did last month. He called this shot. He wanted an opportunity for the Light Heavyweight Championship, and he could be putting away Mr. 1-800-Bangers, but no!
Sling blade into the steel chair!
Oh, no!
And just like that, Daniel Alexander has turned the tide of this TLC match.
Oh, but Andre Paulino with the super kick, enough to knock Alexander off his perch. Bon Jovi gets to his feet.
What could Bon Jovi be looking for here?
Alexander trying to fight his way out. But this is not a good situation. Oh, no, 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 no!
Double suplex right onto that pile of steel chairs! Oh, talk about a spinal adjustment. I like watching chiropractic videos as much as the next person, and I find them oddly satisfying, but there was nothing satisfying about that.
Well, I guess check your algorithm, because Daniel Alexander is definitely due for a visit after that. But in the meantime here, Bon Jovi and Paulino struggling to get to their feet. Bon Jovi, the first one to set up the table, maybe a little bit more coherent, but not after that right hook.
Ladder has also been set up.
Oh no, trying to drive him head first into the table. And Bon Jovi tries to reciprocate it. You would win the match if you could drive somebody's head through the table.
Technically, and that table looks like the legs are about to give out.
Whoa.
Does not count, though, if the legs of the table give out. That table needs to break.
And that is the only reason that Alexander put up the table. It wasn't to help Bon Jovi, it was to set it up so he could break through it, but Paulino took advantage.
And Paulino climbing up the ladder. Bon Jovi still lying motionless on that table. Could we see a new lightweight champion? Oh, but Paulino, the damage.
So exhausted, but here's Alexander.
All the damage of this matchup beginning to catch up to Paulino. He took too much time to climb up that ladder. Paulino is out. Daniel Alexander by himself.
Oh!
And a big splash from the top of the ladder is going to do it. Can you believe what we have just witnessed here in Toms River tonight?
The first ever tables, ladders, and chairs match in Titan Championship Wrestling history. It did not disappoint.
Did not disappoint.
The only
is
people,
an understatement.
The only people disappointed are Andre Paulino and Justin Bon Jovi. But certainly Daniel Alexander, Mr. 1-800-Bangers. It's gonna hurt tomorrow, but the celebration begins as he retains his light heavyweight championship.
We have to wonder though, Andre Paulino was not the one who was put through that table. You have to imagine that there is some unfinished business between these two men.
Well, if this is an indication of things, 2024 is going to be an amazing year for the light heavyweight division. And it's going to be an even greater year for Titan Championship Wrestling. This type of competition is what TCW is all about.
As Daniel Alexander celebrates and basks in the adoration of the Titan Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, still to come here tonight. We have plenty more action as Titan Championship Wrestling celebrates its 4-year anniversary. We've got a career versus contract match as Johnny Moran takes on his partner turned enemy, Aaron Roxas, as well as our big main event, PJ Savage defending the heavyweight championship against his mentor, Joel Maximo.
That's right. Will the teacher become the master? We're going to find out after this brief intermission.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from intermission. We are resuming our action here tonight at Monsoon, the 4-year anniversary of Titan Championship Wrestling.
I'm sorry, did David Adams say supernatural experience?
I think he did, and that can only mean that the alpha of Lycans himself, Cronin, is about to make an appearance. We got our first taste of Cronin last month at Aftermath, when he showed up and absolutely demolished TKO Kosenko.
Cronin, somebody that we have no information on. We don't know what his background is, how he came here, how long he's been in the wrestling business. Oh gosh.
Oh no.
There's a lot going on here.
Speaking of supernatural,
Anthony Gangone just photobombed us in the creepiest way possible. This anniversary show has taken on a different tone than expected, but
yeah, really.
Look at Cronin here.
He has risen up from the underworld, weighing 220 pounds, the alpha of Lycans, Cronin.
Well, like we said don't know much, I should say anything about Cronin. We don't know what he wants. We don't know who he's after here at Titan. All we know is that he is looking to cause destruction.
Look, the only thing we know is that his nickname is the Alpha of Lycans, and that was only delivered to David Adams in a burlap sack with a crumpled piece of paper that said the Alpha of Lycans, and I didn't know what a lichen was. I looked it up. It's the scientific term for werewolf.
Short for lycanthrope, yes.
I don't believe in werewolves existing, and yet I see this man. Last month he appeared. We had children crying, grown men.
Like a few of their parents crying as well. Well, the Alpha of Lycans Cronin may be like no other competitor that we've seen here at Titan, but I will say that this man about to come through the curtain here is not a pushover like TKO Kosenko. As you can hear from the ovation. Elijah Eden has become very popular among our fans here in the Titan Nation, particularly our younger fans.
Well, we could see why he's so popular. In ring, he's a tremendous competitor. That high-flying and technical lucha style, and his explosive ability at any moment. But he's now facing a different type of opponent, some opponent he's never faced before, somebody who may not fully be human. In this man-beast Cronin, who, again, we know nothing about. Cronin hasn't moved.
And I think
it's starting to sink in for Elijah Eden that what he's gotten himself into. Can you hear that silence of this crowd as they don't know what to make of this?
I think the lupine instincts of Cronin starting to take over. A wolf stalks their prey, waits for the opportune moment to strike.
Look, forget about winning this matchup. I mean, could Elijah Eden get ripped apart? A lot of respect to Elijah Eden. He just went right after it. He's not afraid.
But you saw Cronin barely even flinched from those kicks by Elijah Eden. And we've seen what those strikes of Elijah Eden are capable of. Ooh, fast. He is no slouch.
A lot of quick footwork here. And I think this is smart on Elijah Eden's part. Just strike and move, strike and move. You don't want to get in a grappling contest with somebody with the level of strength, the size, the mass of. Ooh.
And a big missile drop kick is going to take Cronin off his feet.
But look how quickly he gets up here. Oh!
And Eden just sent Cronin reeling out of the ring. Eden could be looking for a suicide dive, but Cronin caught him.
Just a clubbing forearm to the skull of Eden. And look at Cronin just pacing up and down emotionlessly. He's had the same stoic look on his face from the start of this matchup. And Elijah Eden.
Big uppercut from Cronin. Takes Eden off his feet.
Like running into a brick wall. Elijah Eden, a very skilled competitor. I mean, he's done so well, especially with Chosen, the developmental system of Titan Championship Wrestling.
And you see that very stoic nature of Cronin actually working well to his advantage. No wasted movements, no expended energy.
Well, he's not wasting any energy by smiling or changing his expression, that's for sure. Ooh. To the guts. And there, you can see there's no indication of any technical training from Cronin. It's just clubbing blows. Beast-like. Even when he grips, Elijah Eden just grabs the throat. Snapping the neck back.
And Cronin just savoring the pain that he is inflicting on Elijah Eden.
That's the only thing we do know for certain. Look at the
Big clothesline.
and again, look at the lack of expression on Cronin, this beast. Stalking. This is interesting. You see Cronin just pacing back and forth. He's not going after Elijah Eden. Another competitor might go after him, try to inflict more damage. It's almost, dare I say it, robotic to an inhuman display. But the second he steps in the ring, look at that. Just goes right on the attack.
Beautiful suplex from Cronin.
Goes for the
Eden
cover.
Over.
One. Elijah Eden kicks out very quickly.
Other snapmare. That sleeper hold firmly applied.
And now he begins choking down on the neck of Elijah Eden. What very little wrestling technique Cronin does have, it's just viciousness. It's just grabbing down and choking down on the windpipe of somebody. Sucking the air out, clubbing blows. And look at Elijah Eden going back to that training, pushing his way out.
Big flying forearm. Backstabber.
And finally, the beast is outside of the ring again.
Cronin going to the outside. And now finally, we're starting to see, and a big suicide dive from Eden. Takes Cronin off his feet.
And this is the depths that Elijah Eden has to go to take down this man beast. Putting
we
his
saw right before that, though, that stoic visage of Cronin starting to crack. Finally, we start to see some perhaps frustration.
1, 2.
Setting in, perhaps there is some human in him after all.
I'm not going to put money on that. Look, I don't believe in werewolves, but there's a first time for everything.
Stranger things have certainly happened in professional wrestling. Big sidewalk slam there from Cronin.
1, 2, 3.
And just like that,
Here is your winner, the Alpha of Lighters, Cronin.
so there you have it, folks. The Alpha of Lycans, Cronin, now 2-0 here in Titan Championship Wrestling.
Who is Cronin? What is Cronin? How is Cronin? And why is he here at Titan Championship Wrestling?
Well, the only question that we have answered now is the extent of destruction that this man, this beast, whatever you want to call him, is capable of inflicting. Elijah Eden has not moved since rolling out of the ring.
Did you see the way Cronin just walked by him as if he didn't exist? Not in a sinister way, not in a disrespectful way, just sort of a plain, vapid way, if I could use that word.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please focus your attention to the TCW entranceway, and please welcome Titan Championship Wrestling backstage correspondent, Samira.
Well, here's our backstage correspondent, Samira, making a rare appearance in front of the curtain.
Well, somebody...
What's up, Conjure, New Jersey? Well, please join me in welcoming the most tactical wrestler, the all-in-one, Michael Fain.
For the last time we saw Michael Fain here at TCW, he effectively turned his back on the Titan Nation.
Did he turn his back, or did he come to a realization that he does not need their support? That they were holding him back and doing everything for the fans, set his career back. Look at this.
This is a new look for Michael Fain.
I'm digging it. From one suit guy to another. You don't get that at Marshall's, that's for damn sure.
Much as I disagree with his actions from last month, I can't deny his style.
Man looks like $1 million.
Michael, thank you so much for joining me here in Tom's River here tonight. But, you know, we're all on our mind is what happened at the last fight show, the last time we saw you? Like, what was the purpose of this new version of you?
Obviously, we really want to ask that question since we have a pin. Randy, what did you expect to happen? You expect me to keep pleasing the people? The same people that think they know what's good for wrestling? Yeah, definitely not.
See, this is the disrespect.
See what happens to me? I had to deal with low-rate commentators that think they know what's best for business.
I think
he's talking about you,
No, he's talking about you.
With low-rate
Me?
ring announcers asking me idiot questions. And I had to deal with sucking up to people that had to cheer for bugs. Bugs! Well, who's not a bug? Michael Fain. I had to go through hell and back to get my spot. Yeah, go through a free-for-all. Get an opportunity at a company that a guy started. He finally wins the world champion and he chooses to forget all about the company. But yeah, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. Now, you see, I'm the most tactical wrestler on the planet. I am the PFB of pro wrestling. And if you don't know what PFB stands for, then it sucks for you. Look it up. I'm not going to help you guys anymore.
Michael Fain. These people need the help too.
I am not an outcast. I am not a sinner. I am not a showman. And I damn sure ain't a savage. What I am, who I am, is all in one. Michael Fain.
Well, all in one, Michael Fain. The new side of Michael Fain that I'm, for one, saying I appreciate it. He looks like $1 million. He sounds like $1 million. 2024 looks like it might be the year of the Fain event.
Well, there you have it, folks. I guess we got our answer. David Adams, I guess it's back to you with the rest of the show.
Thank you so much, Samira. And that's just it. This is a show like none other. Talking fans, are you having a good time? A company doesn't survive 4 years without new fans. Let's take a quick moment. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for being part of our family here at Monsoon, the 4-year anniversary. As our star-studded spectacular continues with the following contest, it is an open challenge match for the Mob Fight TV American Championship.
More championship gold on the line tonight.
American champion, the Polish American powerhouse, Ken Powers.
Well, Ken Powers, the holder of the Polish American Championship, leader of Genesis. Had an impressive 2023, had an impressive Mount Olympus Rumble.
Voted Rising Star of the Year in the Titan year-end awards. And of course, where Ken Powers goes, TKO Kosenko never far behind.
As for the champion, he says he cares not who they send out. Does anyone in the back want to answer the open challenge?
And I think a bold move here from the champion, Ken Powers. But who's answering the call here?
Oh! Well, it looks like it's going to be Tony Cini, El Capo Grande himself, who's going to be answering this open challenge.
Well, a big opportunity here, and all because of the mismanagement of Titan management. Not booking a contest, first of all, for Ken Powers to begin with. Not putting him in the lineup. Ken Powers offered his services. I want a match on this card. I want to be on the 4th anniversary show. I don't care who it is. And they don't even have the decency to announce it.
Well, Tony Cini, we last saw him in action when Titan Championship Wrestling invaded the Showboat as part of Celebrity Boxing down in Atlantic City. Stepped in and faced Prince Ahmed, and while he came up short, definitely an impressive, I shouldn't say debut because he's been active on the Funhouse brand, but a debut on the Titan main roster.
Well, listen, it's different. Anytime you show up to a new company, people have different standings. They have different positions in the company. It's a different tone, a different feel. It's a different ball game altogether, and this is a big opportunity for him against the Polish-American powerhouse, Ken Powers. Ooh. And you can see that power on display, that powerlifting background coming into play as he drives Cini into the ground, Alex. And look, the fun is, the fun is over. This is the difficult part for somebody like Cini. It's all good when you're in the back and they tell you you're going out there, but once you get through the curtain, once you stand across the ring from your champion, it's a whole game altogether that's different.
Cini moving out of the way. That big corner splash from Ken Powers. Series of right hands. Like you said earlier, Cini knows he's not going to win a competition of strength. And he knows that the Polish-American powerhouse is not just a catchy nickname.
Ooh, look at that boot. Oh!
Big step in Hurricane Rana.
Off the middle rope of the outside. And Cini showing that athleticism here.
Powers back to his feet quickly. Cini goes.
Missing that punt kick or the scissors, but up and over goes Ken Powers.
Powers spills to the outside.
Look, the one advantage that Cini has is that Ken Powers hasn't been able to prepare for this contest. He hasn't been able to watch tape. He hasn't been able to train for a specific opponent.
The catch is Cini with a big uppercut. Looked like Cini might have been going for a suicide dive there.
Well, he might have gone, but Ken Powers had other plans. Ooh, driving him into the post there. Back first, and then onto the ring apron.
Dumping Cini unceremoniously onto that apron, the hardest part of the ring.
You can see two quick movements focusing on the lower back there of Cini. And this is what makes Ken Powers, he's not just strong, it's how.
Huge sidewalk slam from Ken Powers.
1, 2. It's how he uses that strength, Alex. There's a lot of guys here who could do powerlifting that's different altogether than driving your opponent with all your body weight on top of him. But look at Cini fighting back very quickly. Ooh.
Cini firing back with those shots to the midsection and a huge clothesline from Ken Powers. Takes Cini off his feet.
And there's got to be a lot of anger in Ken Powers. He deserves a lot better from the Titan management team. Being left off the card initially, being added to the card after he had to ask to be added to the card. 1,
Big
2.
Butterfly suplex there from Ken Powers. Still not enough to put Cheney away.
And then dropping the ball by not promoting this contest on social media. The champion deserves better. But all that anger is being taken out on Tony Cheney.
Powers putting all his body weight, all 265 pounds, against Cheney's windpipe, choking him out on that middle rope. Irish whip, shoots Cheney off the ropes.
And TK Kosenko on the outside, getting some good viral footage here. The dominant performance so far from Ken Powers.
All about that content, baby.
Yeah, I still haven't seen him post the selfie that I took. That was a good thing, you know. I like TKO, but you know, a good selfie's a good selfie. Look at those chops.
Maybe a fool's errand on Cheney's part, trying to chop that robust chest of Ken Powers. Catches the Mob Fight TV American champion with a boot to the face.
Oh, look at that bear hug, catching him in the middle of the ring. Did you see the slight hesitation that Cheney had? He had to favor his back for a second. That was enough for Ken Powers to just snatch him out of the air.
Cheney trying to power out of it, but referee now checking. Cheney looks like he's fading.
If he can't answer this third count here, it's over for Cheney. Oh,
and Cheney looking to power out of it.
just striking the back of the head there. Trying to create some separation, and he does.
Cheney discombobulates the champion, and now able to take the big man off his feet.
Suddenly the champion in trouble. Could he be on his way to an upset here? A quick punt kick, some leg scissors maybe?
Scissors kick connects. Cheney needs to capitalize.
1, 2.
And I think it was that split-second delay.
Well, look at Cheney. He's exhausted, and rightfully so. It takes a lot of energy to take somebody like Ken Powers' size, the size of a Ken Powers, down.
So you saw Cheney unable to hook the leg, unable to get that leverage that he needed to make that 3 count.
Trying to lift Ken Powers, maybe a bad decision here.
Powers sends
Oh, no.
Cheney, could be looking for that pole lock.
Dropping him face first. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Who is your winner and still the Mob Fight TV American Champion, Ken Powers.
Once again, a dominant display of force from Ken Powers. Hashtag and still. You can tag that in your vlog, TKO.
Tony Cheney had a big opportunity. He almost did it. He almost capitalized, but that split hesitation was just not enough to overcome the strength of the Polish-American powerhouse, Ken Powers. And Genesis continues to run strong on the wrestling scene.
Well, still to come here tonight, we have our career versus contract match as Johnny Moran clashes with Aaron Roxas. One way or another, history will be made here at Titan, not to mention our TCW Heavyweight Championship match, the main event of tonight.
Right, PJ Savage taking on one of his mentors, Joel Maximo of the SAT.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, TCW returns for a Saturday night delight at the Bayville Elks. Saturday night, February the 17th. It's Wrestlers to the Rescue. 100% of the proceeds that night will go to the Shriners Children's Hospital, Philadelphia. The entire roster working for free to give back to a great cause. We hope to see you there. Tickets on sale at Titan-ChampionshipWrestling.com. But that man, this is now, it's Monsoon, the 4-year anniversary, and this is a special attraction match. Because I am as so real.
Two new faces to Titan Championship Wrestling in this matchup, but I have to say, I am looking forward to this contest. Joey Conway impressed all of us back in November at the Mount Olympus Rumble, debuting here at Titan and still going the distance and making it to that Final Four.
That's right, coming so close to winning the whole thing. An impressive debut and one of the many new faces we're seeing here in Titan Championship Wrestling in 2024.
This is going to be his singles debut, and what a dance partner he has in the form of this man right here, the one and only Vinny Pacifico. Well, Vinny Pacifico ended his 2023 year on a high note, competing internationally in Japan. Won multiple championships across multiple territories, secured a few energy drink sponsorships in the process. The sky is the limit for this young man in 2024, and he's looking to make an impact here in his Titan Championship Wrestling debut.
That is way too many energy drinks for one human being to be drinking. He has a holster for his energy drinks?
It's the most practical way to carry them.
Well, all the shenanigans, as far as I'm concerned, aside, Vinny Pacifico he's been one of those competitors. His name has been mentioned on the independent scene here in the New York area, especially for many years. Each year he gets stronger in the ring and physically, and he is in tremendous shape here. And an interesting matchup for both of these two, as it is their debut here in Titan Championship Wrestling. You only get one time to make your singles debut. You can wrestle many matches, but there's only one first.
Well, Joey Conway, of course, also had a very prolific year in 2023, winning the Wrestling Is Now Heavyweight Championship.
That's right. Also the ECAW Championship, the WNYC Championship. I mean, the list goes on. The man he's been successful everywhere he's gone, and I don't think Titan Championship Wrestling is going to be an exception.
Well, you see Vinny Pacifico in control in the early goings in this matchup.
I've been really impressed with Pacifico's ability to not just develop his upper body, his strength, but his technical wrestling ability. Look at that chain wrestling.
See him maintaining control of that wrist.
Ooh. A little slap to
Conway
the face there.
Firing back with a big right hand. Oh! And another devastating chop from Vinny Pacifico, and a third.
Looks like those energy drinks are kicking in.
Well, he's going to need all the energy he can get to go toe-to-toe with the cause of it all. Joey Conway. Nice deep arm drags there from Vinny Pacifico. And again, going right back to work on that shoulder. Vinny Pacifico, despite having the size disadvantage, not letting that phase him one bit. Conway fires back with a right hand, finally creates that separation. Side headlock applied. Pacifico shoots Conway off the ropes and manages to trip him up with that drop down.
There we go, however he did it. 1, 2. Almost had him with the cradle here. Whether it was a mistake on Conway's part, which I don't think so, or pure luck, or Pacifico's planning, he's now taking advantage here.
Big neck breaker from Pacifico. And Joey Conway is going to go to the outside to regroup.
Pacifico comes into this match a little bit of the underdog here, just given the amount of gold that Joey Conway has. But nobody bothered to tell Pacifico. And Conway just decided he's going to take a breather. He doesn't need this.
Conway looked like he was going to the back. But Pacifico hot in pursuit.
Ooh, maybe he want to get one of his own energy drinks. Oh. And Joey Conway suddenly taking advantage. Pacifico maybe should have let Conway leave. He could have won this via count out. But his competitive desire got the best of him, and now he's getting stomped out for his troubles.
Big stomp from Joey Conway.
Ooh.
Big uppercut from Pacifico sends Conway reeling. Both men back in the ring.
And I think this is wise of Pacifico to get Conway into the ring. That's really where Pacifico shines more. You know, it's a dangerous setting with someone like as vicious as Joey Conway to be outside of the ring. And you can see those welts.
Conway turning around that Irish whip. Pacifico had it scouted, but Conway.
And don't think that Conway didn't know where he was in the ring. He was not going for a roll-up. He dragged Pacifico into the turnbuckle on purpose.
Oh, Conway could be going for that cradle pile driver. Big standing moonsault from Joey Conway.
1, 2.
Only enough for a 2 count. Very impressive athleticism for a bigger man.
Well, that's where that strength and power advantage, or you know, that upper body strength comes into advantage here for a Pacifico. It's harder to keep him pinned down and use those legs to power out, but Joey Conway going right after him, not wasting any time.
Big Irish whip into the corner. And Conway follows it up with a nice uppercut. Penalty kick.
This time he does not miss. Go for the cover. 1, 2.
Pacifico kicks out with authority.
And did you see how deep the cover was that Joey Conway had put on him, putting all of his body weight right on top of the legs?
Folding Pacifico up like origami.
It takes a lot more energy to kick out of that type of cover than a normal cover.
Absolutely, and that is energy, despite his caffeination, that Vinny Pacifico cannot afford to expend.
Shouldn't the Athletic Commission do something about that? You can't have 17 energy drinks before you go into a ring. Why is that okay?
Yeah, at what point does it constitute a performance-enhancing substance? Pacifico looks like could be fading. Well, spoke too soon, working his way now back to a standing base. Shots to the midsection. Pacifico doing anything he can to create that separation.
Ooh, but Conway, a quick kick to the gut here, going for a suplex, but Pacifico forces his way out of it.
Trading suplex attempts. And Pacifico is going to get the best of that exchange. Tossing near 220 pounds of Joey Conway like it's nothing.
But what that took out of Pacifico, he cannot capitalize on it. Is he?
True.
Wait a minute. I thought he was reaching in the corner for a tag. Is he reaching for his energy drinks? You got to be kidding me.
This is not a tag match.
No, but wait, that's a foreign object here. Is he going to? The referee should do something about the. Oh, he is not. Oh, no.
Pacifico about to show why they call him Power Punch.
Like a Jersey Shore Popeye. Conway up and over, catches himself, but Pacifico follows it up with a kick.
Step up Enziguri. Pacifico's got a position, draping DDT.
Here we go. 1, 2.
And Joey Conway just gets his shoulder up, but Pacifico wasting no time right into that crossface.
And the positioning is very fortunate for Pacifico. Conway almost into the middle of the ring.
Conway able to roll him over.
2.
Pacifico shoulders down.
And what intelligence by Conway. He knew he couldn't reach for the ropes. Oh!
Backpack senton.
1, 2.
Very close 2 count.
And Conway trying to figure out how he can finish off Pacifico.
Conway looks like he could be headed to the high rent district.
But the power punch is up with a kick. Oh no.
Draping neckbreaker from that top rope.
1,
Pacifico
2.
with the cover.
And those long limbs of Joey Conway coming into play here. He was able to kick out, but is that enough?
Big Olympic slam from Vinny Pacifico.
1, 2.
And a kick out from Joey Conway.
Joey Conway, such a tremendous competitor. It's why he holds gold in 3 different promotions at the moment. The ones I can remember. I'm sure there's plenty more. But Pacifico coming here, it's not his story and he doesn't care. He has his own story, his own agenda. And could he be making a shocking debut here at Titan Championship Wrestling? But look at how quickly Conway dodges the power punch. Oh, a neck breaker onto the rope there from Conway.
And there we go, Conway looking for that cradle.
But
Pile driver connects.
1, 2, 3.
Who is your winner? The cause of it all, Joey Conway.
So Joey Conway, a slight misstep from Vinny Pacifico. He went for a sunset flip. Conway caught him, adjusted his position, and dropped him on his head for a quick 1, 2, 3. It's going to take a lot of energy drinks to fix this feeling for Vinny Pacifico.
That's why that cradle pile driver is so devastating. Drop your opponent right on their head and directly into that pinning predicament. Vinny Pacifico put up a valiant effort, but there was no escaping the brutality of Joey Conway.
And the cause of it all wins his singles debut here at Titan Championship Wrestling. A great start to 2024, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see Joey Conway holding gold here at TCW.
Entirely possible, but I do hope this is not the last we see of Power Punch Pacifico here in Titan either. Still more action to come here tonight. We've got that career versus contract match. We got our big main event. And lest we forget, the Deadly Sins will be making their presence felt as per usual.
Well, that's right, a 6-man tag matchup with a lot of personal agendas and a trios matchup in a way we've never seen before here. The Deadly Sins have been running rampant through 2023, and they finished off 2023 in tremendous fashion.
We still got baked goods for sale. Make sure you check it out. Support the bake sale team here, making money for themselves. Gotta make sure everyone gets taken care of here. February 17th, we return to the Bingo Elks. Wrestlers to the rescue. All the money goes to the Shriners Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. As our star-studded spectacular continues, we have a 6-man. Wait a minute. Billy Fetsky, timeout. The offense has 2 remaining.
Wait a minute, Billy. What is Billy doing here? I didn't see a truck in the parking lot. I didn't see a trailer. What's going on here?
Hot round. Quick. Thanks, Coach. As per our owner, Billy Fetsky, we are running a little bit delayed on time. We do apologize to the families in attendance. We got some hot action here to end the night, a couple matches left, so we do apologize if we run a little late. We're going to make it worth your while, and that starts right now with a 6-man tag team match.
Well, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by David Adams and his shiny suit. This is a trios match that we have never seen before with a different meaning, not just competition. 2023 was a great year for the Deadly Sins, where they closed out by winning the Titan Wrestling Tag Team Championship.
But these 3 men right here,
well, there were certainly 3 people who were not celebrating at the Aftermath, our last event of 2023, when the Deadly Sins won the Tag Team Championship.
The Deadly Sins have not made many friends here at TCW, but definitely no love lost. More so than with the three men in that ring, the Throne and Jack Martins.
Well, you don't need friends when you have gold, my friend.
The Throne, of course, have been in a long-standing rivalry with the Deadly Sins. Jack Martins recently, it looked like, was forming a very promising tag team with Adam Ace.
Look, the Throne, they came up short in 2023. They weren't able to win the tag team championship. Why be jealous of somebody who did it? This seems like sour grapes as far as I'm concerned. You can't be proud for your fellow competitors.
Listen, I think the rivalry between these two trios goes much deeper than just championship gold. I mean, Jack Martins, a very promising young upstart talent, like I was saying earlier, had just started forming a very promising tag team with Adam Ace. They were in action in Atlantic City at Celebrity Boxing before Adam Ace turned his back, went into business for himself, joined the Deadly Sins.
If you worked at one company and you got a better offer from another company, would you say that's turning your back? It's just business. Sorry it didn't work out for Jack Martins. But Adam Ace made the right call, and maybe Jack Martins should have. He's with winners now. That's all that matters here. The gold draped around the Deadly Sins.
We have to also, And I had a feeling that this match was going to become unglued, but I didn't think it would be that quick.
And all of a sudden, the Throne and Jack Martins sneaking up and attacking. Oh, the Deadly Sins.
Big tope from Daniel Riley, the tycoon of the Throne.
Oh, but look out. Ooh.
Blocks with a big kick.
And blocks. Oh!
Oh, Block's able to duck that right hand from Jack Martins. And Martins just struck his own partner.
Well, see, that's the difference. You can't just form a trios team and assume that you know what you're doing. The Deadly Sins have been functioning as a unit for the last year.
This is very true. Leaving a trail of chaos and destruction, stretching from New Jersey to North Carolina and back again.
Frankie Picard with the big boot to Daniel Riley. Ooh.
That's Daniel Riley in the ring with
apologies.
Blocks.
Casey Lycan, I believe, was struck. It's hard to keep track of this action. Like you said, it became unglued very quickly. And the referee going to have a difficult task here keeping this in order.
Riley getting the better of that exchange, up and over. Well, speaking of Daniel Riley, we have to talk about that street fight that we saw last month at the Aftermath between him and Ben Castle. Went to a no contest after both men went through a table on the outside.
Look, that was a vicious way to end 2023 for Daniel Riley, but for the Deadly Sins, 2024 opens with championship gold, and also, look
Daniel
at this.
Riley. Triple team offense from Jack Martins and the Throne.
And I got to give it to you. That's what it's going to take to defeat 1, 2.
Block's able to kick out.
To defeat the Deadly Sins. But let's also not forget the other monkey wrench that's been tossed into this. The footage has been shown on social media where the owner of Titan Championship Wrestling, Billy Fetsky, shaking hands with Frankie Picard.
Listen.
Is he working alongside the Deadly Sins?
Listen, it's 2024. Clips on social media. Everyone's got a phone in their pocket nowadays. Things are taken out of context all the time.
Yeah, well, seeing is believing, my friend. And I saw something, and until proven differently, I can tell you what I do know is that Billy Fetsky had a big smile on his face while he was hit one.
Very braggadocious cover there from Frankie Picard.
While he was helping the dual sport champion, by the way, Frankie Picard, not just in ring here at Titan Championship Wrestling as a tag champ, but also a champion in the boxing world as well. Oh! Well, Billy Fetsky has some explaining to do as far as I'm concerned, but maybe he's come to his senses.
Wait, come to his senses and join the Deadly Sins?
Hey, why wouldn't you? If you can't beat them, fund them. That's what I say.
That has seemed to become the mantra of the Deadly Sins in recent months. As Casey Lycan blocks, turns it around, spine to the pine.
Here we go.
Cover
One,
from blocks.
2. And you talk about the Deadly Sins. Let's talk about how good Blocks has been. What a great 2023 Blocks had. I mean, the best year of his career here. I mean, done so much in the short time that he's been in the ring. Did you see how he twisted him into a neck breaker and smartly tagging in Frankie Picard? You can see how much that took out of Blocks.
Very innovative offense. And you see, like you said before, Harry, the Sins operating as a unit. Frequent tags, keeping each other fresh. It's that cohesion that the Throne and Jack Martins are lacking. It could be the deciding factor in this matchup. Huge right hand.
Listen,
they
let personal feelings affect business, all right? Huge. I work with people I despise all the time. That's why I'm sitting next to you. Oh, those vicious forearms for Frankie Picard. Oh!
On a big knee strike.
Hey, maybe he'll go into a third sport. He'll do in kickboxing or Muay Thai. Why not? Why stop there? Maybe some badminton. Look at that. And look at Adam Ace fitting right in with the Deadly Sins. How quickly did he back up his new brothers in arms?
And Frankie Picard just stomping a mud hole on the chest of Casey Lycan.
And look at this, not just an impressive teamwork there, but just demeaning to poor Casey Lycan.
Look at the strength of Adam Ace. Military pressing Casey Lycan up to the rafters.
And that right there is the reason he was recruited specifically by the Deadly Sins.
Well, Adam Ace did, after all, come into Titan at the recommendation of Sonny Ono. International competitor, tour of Japan under his belt.
Listen, that's a great resume there, but he's yet to achieve his full potential. Ooh, a little bit of kid in play. You know what I like about the Deadly Sins? They keep it fun and festive, you know? And look, all the fun and games aside, this has got to be real difficult here and demeaning for Casey Lycan. It's got to be even harder for his tag team partners to just watch on.
That's a lot of ground to cover for Casey Lycan to make that tag.
Look at how far away he is from the other corner, and there's no sign of him getting out. I mean, it's just been a 3-on-1 beatdown. And you get the sense they could have ended this match a while ago.
That's just not the Deadly Sins style. They enjoy inflicting punishment far too much to end things quickly.
And now Blocks just mocking Casey Lycan. Toying with his prey, so to speak. Oh! Wait a minute.
Lycan looked like he was going for sliced bread. Sends Blocks into the corner.
Oh!
Big spear from Casey Lycan.
Oh!
But Adam Ace on the outside just sent Daniel Riley face first into the apron.
And I got to say, how smart of Adam Ace to figure out the position there. Casey Lycan was in a position to tag his partners. He took one of them out at the very least. But Jack Martins is still on the ring apron.
I was going to say also how smart of Jack Martins went into pursuit of Adam Ace originally and then realized he had to be back on the apron for his partner to make the tag. And here comes Jack Martins like a house of fire. Takes Frankie Picard off his feet once, twice.
Oh!
And with ease, body slams the big man.
Oh, no, no, no!
Another body slam.
Oh!
Stacking the sins like cordwood. You love to see it.
Speak for yourself. Poor Frankie Picard, just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and now Jack Martin's going up to the top. Look at the size of him
Jack
flying
Martin's
in the air.
is no cruiserweight, folks.
Oh!
Big splash.
1, 2.
Oh, and Block's gonna break up that pin. Here comes Casey Lycan now.
And now Block's going to work here, trying to prop up Casey Lycan, but Lycan trying to fight his way out of it, but he's just in the wrong part of town here.
Big uppercut from Frankie Picard. But Lycan's still perched on that top rope, and could we see some double team offense from Adam Ace and Frankie Picard here?
As if things couldn't get worse for Lycan, but wait a minute. Daniel Alexander. Sorry. Jeez.
Daniel Riley.
Daniel Riley here. We got a lot going on tonight. Daniel Riley coming to help.
What could we see? Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wait a
What
minute.
could we be thinking here?
Oh no. Oh!
Big Tower of Doom off the top rope. There are bodies lying everywhere.
But Casey Lycan held on. He's going to try to use this opportunity maybe to finish off Frankie Picard, who's in the middle of the ring.
Wait,
But wait a minute.
Oh! Mid-air collision between Casey Lycan and Blocks.
And Block's dazed here. Casey Lycan ended up falling outside of the ring area here. We knew there would be carnage here. Bodies strewn about the ring area. And Daniel Riley trying to get to his feet to compose himself. But before he can do that, look at who's there. The new guy, Adam Ace. The Arsenal smartly holding on. And look at those clubbing fists from Adam Ace. That big boot. He's going to try to make a name for himself. Oh, but up and over.
Both men spill to the outside.
Adam Ace trying to, you know, when you come into a new place, you want to impress everybody, hoping that he could be the one to lead the Deadly Sins to victory. But now it's just Frankie Picard and Jack Martin's in the ring, and Frankie Picard gearing up for that punch. But no!
Jack Martin's able to duck it. Huge German suplex.
Oh, but you
looks like
see the strain.
Jack Martin's favoring that back, that lower lumbar region.
And Block's trying to enter the ring there, and the referee not allowing him to enter the ring.
Blocks is not the legal man. No tag was
Whoa!
made.
A forearm there from Frankie Picard.
Big pump kick from Adam
Oh!
Ace.
Wait a minute, was that Ben Castle?
And
That's Ben Castle. Ben Castle.
I was wondering when Ben Castle was going to make his presence known. We knew he was in the building tonight. We saw him in action on tonight's kickoff show.
Moonsault from Blocks. Adam Ace with the cover. 1, 2, 3.
Just like that. With a little more than a minor assist from Ben Castle, the Deadly Sins are going to walk out of here victorious. And now all 5 members going to take a bow in the middle of the ring.
They closed out 2023 in victorious fashion, and why wouldn't they continue that trend in 2024? It doesn't matter how they did it. All that matters is the Deadly Sins are once again victorious. And I don't think this is the end of the Deadly Sins by any means. They're just getting started, baby. Oh, wait a minute. Poor Jack Martin. Oh!
A big forearm from Frankie Picard.
Yeah, why not? Why ruin their victory celebration? You lost. Get out of the ring, kid. Ben Castle not done here, though. Oh.
All right, enough is enough. You made your point. Somebody get security out of here.
Well, at this point, I don't even think security. Just get an ambulance, flat out. Jack Martins gets what he deserves for sticking his nose in business that he doesn't belong in. And just like that, the deadly sins are off, holding the gold again. And the Throne are just left holding the bag.
A well-deserved ovation, though, for the team of the Throne and Jack Martins.
The team of the Deadly Sins continues here at Monsoon, the 4-year anniversary. Please join us February 17th, Bigville Elks. Wrestlers to the Rescue, where all the proceeds will go to the Shriners Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. But that's been, this is now, it is Monsoon, it is now time for career versus career. A further explanation in this match, if Roxas loses, his TCW contract will be null and void and his TCW career will be over. If Moran loses, his professional wrestling career will end tonight indefinitely.
The stakes have never been higher here in TCW than they are right now.
Look, Alex, you see a lot of competitions. There's always a lot, on the line. But as we watch this match, one man's career and life will literally never be the same again after tonight.
And Aaron Roxas sporting a terrifying new ensemble.
Throughout 2023, you have witnessed a decisive change in the attitude, the perspective, the mentality of Aaron Roxas, even while he teamed with Johnny Moran.
From Cronin, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Divine Infection, Aaron Roxas.
2023, Aaron Roxas became more deviant, more vicious, more powerful than he has ever been, and it culminated in the last event, the Aftermath, where Roxas decided he no longer needed his tag team partner, Johnny Moran.
Not only tag team partner, Johnny Moran is the man who brought Aaron Roxas into Titan Championship Wrestling. I mean, you talk about disrespect, you talk about dishonor. Roxas and Moran enjoyed a very illustrious reign as tag team champions. And to throw it all away over essentially just selfishness.
Well, that's just your opinion. Selfishness, call it good business practice, however you want to view it. And let's not act. And entering the arena for what could be the last time.
Making his way down the aisle from Scranton, Pennsylvania, weighing 229 pounds, the Dark Horse, Johnny
Dark Horse, Johnny Moran.
There's a weird demeanor, a weird feeling throughout the arena, and that's for proper reasons here, because they know, just like you and I know, that after this match, one of these two competitors will no longer be around anymore, not just here, not just in Titan, but forever throughout the world of professional wrestling. What must be going through your mind as you enter the curtain here? And look at Aaron Roxas staring down Johnny Moran. The two of each other looking at their former tag team partner.
Well, in this kind of situation where everything is on the line, and like you said, this could be one of these two men's final match, there's a temptation to want to soak in the moment.
Oh!
But there's no time for sentiments. As these two men trading forearms very quickly.
It's as if both of them know what's on the line here. They wanted to get off a quick start, each of them having the same idea, and that shows you how well these two know each other. They were tag team partners. They were tag team champions together. They trained together.
These two men's relationship goes much farther than that. Aaron Roxas was making social media posts this week revealing that he was a fan, a teenage fan in the audience during Johnny Moran's first ever wrestling match.
Yeah, but that was then and this is now. You grow up, you learn lessons. And let's not act like the entire relationship between Aaron Roxas and Johnny Moran was so rosy. Let's not act like the entire time they were together it's so great. They had a lot of issues. For example, the time that Johnny Moran missed a show because he had to go to a friend's wedding.
This is true, and a huge...
Oh, wow.
Huge lariat from Johnny Moran.
And by the way, this is blue tarp. It is not padding.
I was about to say, this is just floor covering. There is no padding whatsoever.
Sometimes wrestling companies have padding, arenas have padding. That is not the case here.
Well, I think you could tell just from the sound, that sickening thud we heard when when Aaron Roxas, hit that floor.
A bad situation here going into the crowd. Watch out there. That young fan getting an interactive experience here. And all of a sudden, those $10 bleacher seats.
Yeah, talk about value.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interactive experience there. Oh, down goes Aaron Roxas. If it is going to be your last match, you want to tour every inch of the arena. Savor it, I guess. As Johnny Moran fighting for his life here.
Moran firmly in control.
Fighting for his wrestling life, literally. Oh!
Roxas went to drop the elbow, but Moran had it scouted.
And again, it shows you how well these two know each other. Oh, but Roxas caught Moran off guard as he was entering the ring, was able to, I don't know how to say this more politely, crotch him with that rope.
Yeah, well, it looked like he was actually targeting the knee. We saw that dragon screw leg whip.
Either way, it stings and puts Johnny Moran in a bad position. Look, Johnny Moran has been a staple here at Titan Championship Wrestling from the beginning. One of the few competitors here to win the Mount Olympus Rumble. One of the few competitors, it is not easy to achieve gold in any company.
Not to mention the second ever Titan Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. You see Aaron Roxas now hoisting Moran to his feet.
And Aaron Roxas.
Oh, savage headbutt.
The change in demeanor, the change in direction for Aaron Roxas putting together.
Roxas with the chair.
His followers trying to send a message, and anyone who doesn't abide by that message, he throws to the side. And let's not forget what he did at the Mount Olympus Rumble with Anthony Gangone. I still haven't been able to figure out exactly what all that is about.
This is true. Aaron Roxas saw holding up that chloroform rag on Anthony Gangone, dragging him into the abyss.
Where did he drag him? What happened there? How long was Anthony Gangone there? And perhaps we'll find out the answer if Aaron Roxas continues to be here at Titan Championship Wrestling.
And a big drop kick again on that exposed floor.
And you notice here that the referee is being tremendously lenient here with the count out, because the last thing you want to do is end a career versus career match with a 10 count. To end somebody's career.
This is true, and you see Johnny Moran just clutching that knee that Roxas has been going to work on all match.
Ooh!
And speaking of that knee.
That's going to hurt.
Just that
Working the knee and the groin and the hamstring in one motion by Aaron Roxas.
very innovative offense, but still, again, targeting that knee. Oh, could we be seeing a figure four?
Oh.
Modified.
And you can see that positioning of Aaron Roxas is pushing torque against the knee that was already damaged on poor Johnny Moran here.
Moran,
who's got to reach not just for the ropes here, but reaching for the rest of his career, the rest of his life. He's given so much to professional wrestling.
And Moran makes it to the rope.
He lives for at least another 5 seconds as the referee.
And Roxas
breaks
using every second of that 5 count. Again, just looking to inflict as much damage as possible. Moran powering back. Some shots in the midsection.
Fighting with everything he's got, but Roxas pushing forward.
Pure desperation.
Going for a splash, but Moran moves out of the way. And suddenly Roxas stays here.
Big flatliner from Johnny Moran. This could be it.
1, 2. And you can see the grimace on the face there of Johnny Moran as he clutches that knee. It becomes very difficult to maintain a cover against someone as strong as Aaron Roxas when your knee has been compromised in that fashion.
Push whip into the corner. Moran ducks down, but Roxas had it scouted. Big neck breaker.
So much leading into this matchup. And here we go. 1, 2. Could this be it? Moran kicking out with everything he had left in him.
Roxas going right back on the assault. Raining those blows down like a hailstorm.
And let's not forget that bizarre video that we were both tagged in from Anthony Gangone on Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, does Roxas have anything to do with that? Is that because of what happened when Roxas, again, I have no other way to say this, kidnapped Anthony Gangone at the end of the Mount Olympus Rumble?
Well, I have a hard time believing that Roxas would just voluntarily let Gangone go after kidnapping him. But we don't know what has happened between those two. Fireman's carry position, but once again, Roxas had it scouted.
Oh!
Spikes Moran right on his head.
Oh, that is 1, 2.
Moran just able to get that shoulder up.
And Roxas didn't execute that to the full potential with the way he wanted to, but it almost worked out better for Roxas as it twerked the neck of Johnny Moran.
All these reversals and twists and turns that we're seeing in this match tonight is just a testament to how well these two men know each other.
Listen, when you're on the road with somebody, when you train with somebody for weeks, for months, for years, you learn their patterns, you learn their behavior. And don't forget, Aaron Roxas' career is on the line as well here. His contract here at Titan Championship Wrestling is on the line. So you have to pull out all the stops. It wouldn't surprise me if Roxas watched more tape than he's ever watched before, if he prepared for this match. The man is very methodical, as you can see as he's tossing in. Oh, no. Oh, no, I thought it was just chairs, but pulling in
that is a door.
Piece of plywood there, a solid door. Look at the thickness of that door. That is not one of those styrofoam doors that you have at a cheap motel room. And Johnny Moran may not be aware of this, but he's definitely aware of that boot that Aaron Roxas is laying to his throat. You can see how methodical Roxas is. What does he do? He sees Moran getting up for a second, drives that boot in the throat, gets the oxygen away from him, and he's going to continue to set up whatever contraption that he's putting on display here.
Well, it looks like Roxas constructing a makeshift table out of those chairs and that door.
Partnerships come, friendships come, but they also go, and this could be the end, not just of a friendship, not just a brotherhood, but maybe the career of Johnny Moran if Roxas has his way, but no.
Moran powers out of it. Like Roxas might have been going for a backdrop suplex, and now Moran. Roxas finds his carry position. Sends Roxas through the door, but Moran unable to capitalize.
Here we go. What? Oh, wait a minute. The referee clearing the table so that Moran can put the shoulders down. 1, 2. And how unfortunate for Johnny Moran. The table did not shatter, the door did not shatter completely, and Roxas still had his shoulders off the mat. The referee couldn't make the pinfall. Again, the referee in a tough predicament here. There's no disqualification happening. He does not want to be the one to end somebody's career on a technicality.
Yeah, well, between the time it took the referee to clear out that debris and the time that it took Moran to make the cover, gave Roxas plenty of time to recuperate, and you could see the frustration of Johnny Moran.
He's gearing up for something here to finish Roxas off.
Back to that fireman's carry position.
But Roxas rakes the eyes here. Oh!
What a maneuver from Aaron Roxas.
He caught Johnny Moran and then swung the momentum around. 1, 2. You can see the dismay on Aaron Roxas' face, not just that he didn't beat Johnny Moran, but in this type of contest, when you don't get your opponent and you don't get a 3 count, it's not just that you haven't won the match, it means your career is still on the line. Your life is still in jeopardy. And Roxas trying to figure out what he has to do to end the partnership, end the brotherhood between him and Johnny Moran, to send Johnny Moran packing, to finish him off the same way he tossed that picture into that makeshift fire that he had. Oh, what is this? Some type of box that Aaron Roxas has pulled out from underneath the ring here. What could be in there? Could it be thumbtacks? Could it be a brick? But before we could find out, Moran pulling Roxas away.
That sadism of Aaron Roxas. It could be anything in that box. Any kind of instrument of torture.
Ooh!
Moran with a stunner. But again, Roxas almost on instinct, rolling out of reach. Moran once again finding himself in a situation where he's unable to capitalize. And now it seems like Johnny Moran has noticed the box.
What is in that box? It's not just... What's going on there?
Opening it. And
there's
wait, what the?
Balloons. Happy retirement.
Happy retirement. And oh, wait a second. Here comes Anthony Gangone.
What is Gangone doing? What is Dr. Sleep doing? Johnny Moran and Anthony Gangone here to celebrate the retirement of Johnny Moran. Interrupting this match.
Anthony Gangone.
What is he doing? Dr. Sleep.
With a plants Johnny Moran with a DDT.
And in comes Aaron Roxas.
And wait a second, Anthony Gangone offering his hand to Aaron Roxas.
Did you hear what he said? He said, "You tried to take me out," and then he said, "Thanks."
That's the man who kidnapped Anthony Gangone. What kind of sick, twisted alliance have we just seen formed? And Johnny Moran defiant to the bitter end.
But Anthony Gangone, oh, he's going to put Johnny Moran to sleep. And look at Roxas just watching on as Johnny Moran can't overcome 2-on-1.
The one thing that Anthony Gangone was never able to do was put Johnny Moran to sleep. He defeated him for the TCW Heavyweight Championship, but he was never able to put Johnny Moran to sleep.
Oh, no.
There it is. That Sun Killer lariat.
One, two, three.
The winner of this match, the Divine Infection, Aaron Roxas.
I don't believe what we have just witnessed. And just like that, Johnny Moran's wrestling career ends not with a bang, but with a whimper.
But the career of Aaron Roxas and the career of Dr. Sleep Anthony Gangone continues. The Divine Invention, with the help of Dr. Sleep Anthony Gangone, complete the mission that Aaron Roxas set out to end the career of Johnny Moran, a man who's given so much here to Titan Championship Wrestling. What this partnership means going forward, what happened when Anthony Gangone was taken by Aaron Roxas. What it means, we have to find out going forward, but I'll tell you who won't be going forward is, unfortunately, the dark horse, Johnny Moran.
Weird chants of thank you, Johnny, echoing through St. Barbara's Church.
As these fans, members of Titan management come up and give a standing ovation to Johnny Moran. Who ends his run here at Titan Championship Wrestling as well as his career in the sport of professional wrestling tonight. And you can see the tears flowing from three people who were here from almost day one of this company. General Manager Monster Mac, owner Billy Fetsky, and the now retired Johnny Moran. You know, I may not have liked Johnny Moran. I take no satisfaction in a man's career being ended in front of our eyes.
Very sobering moment, very emotional moment.
Folks, we got one more match to go as we clear things out here.
After all that, still to come tonight, our colossal main event.
That's right, we're closing out the 4th anniversary show.
Don't forget, we return Saturday night, February the 17th. TCW proudly presents Wrestlers to the Rescue from the Bayville Elks, Bayville, South Jersey. 100% of the proceeds will go to the Shriners Children's Hospital. We look forward to seeing you there. We ask that you please focus on the screen at this time. I'm not sure what we just witnessed, but I do know one thing. I leave you fine folks with one final question. Who's got time for one more match? And we still got our rookies crowd, but I said, who's got time for one more match? Now that's the setup we're looking for to when we go live from the St. Barbara Greek Orthodox Church, Toms River, New Jersey. Hold on to your seats as this is your
Fans, we are at the main event of the evening, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention the footage that we just saw again. Alex Aceta, you saw it with your own eyes. You can't deny that Billy Fetsky is down with the deadly sins.
As I said earlier, I'm sticking to it. 30-second clips could be taken out of context. We don't know what happened before or after. I'm going to withhold judgment because right now is the moment we've been waiting for all night. You talk about legends, that's a term that's thrown around a lot in this business, but that man right there, Joel Maximo, one half of the SAT, one of the most decorated tag teams in independent wrestling.
That's right, Joel Maximo, the Spanish announce table. They started not just a revolution in tag team wrestling, but also a company that is going strong today. And again, I respect any company that is going as strong and as hard as wrestling is now, making a big impact in the New York City scene and just independent wrestling in general.
Quite an entourage that Joel Maximo is bringing to the ring with him. He's got Skills the Great, and of course, the Spot Monkeys.
Well, listen, you got to have a crew. Maximo never travels alone, my friend.
This is true.
And Joel Maximo, again, we talk about how he's changed the business, influencing a lot of competitors, including his opponent tonight, the champion here at Titan Championship Wrestling, one PJ Savage.
PJ Savage and Joel Maximo have become very close, especially over the last year or so. Joel Maximo has effectively taken PJ Savage under his wing, even going so far as to open a wrestling school together, the Workshop, out in Queens, New York. But you can expect that all that love, all that mutual respect is going to go out the window tonight. Because PJ Savage is here for a fight.
The champ is here as PJ Savage in the main event tonight. And kudos to Joel Maximo for filling that spot. PJ Savage had a couple different opponents. It happens in the wrestling business. Card subject to change. He had the main event change on him on a couple different occasions, and there was a spot to fill, and he chose this opportunity.
Absolutely, but I have to say, I, for one, am very much looking forward to this match. And I was excited when I saw that Joel Maximo was announced as the replacement for the reasons that I stated earlier.
Well, I don't think this was a mistake. I think PJ Savage took this as a sign, an opportunity to get in the ring, step in the ring with one of his mentors, a man who trained him, who helped shape him into the champion he is today, Joel Maximo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you tonight in part by Leland's The Originals, the best sportsmanbook memorabilia and card auction site. In association with Premier Streaming Network and Degenerate Media, this is your Titan Championship Wrestling Monsoon, the 4-year anniversary featured battle of the evening. It will be set for one fall. And it is for the TCW earned Funhouse Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. When the bell sounds, the man in command, TCW senior official, Mr. Johnny Q. And now, introducing first to my left, accompanied by Skills the Great and the Spot Monkeys. He is one half of the legendary tag team known as the SAT. He is one half of the Fathers of the Style today. He is the 23-time tag team champion. And here today, Tom's River stands before you, the challenger. He is Joel
Joel Maximo not getting a warm welcome here from the Titan faithful.
TCW Nation, his opponent, Fain, out of New York City, holding an official weight of 260 pounds, and he is your current reigning and defending TCW and Funhouse Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, representing no one but Savage
We've come to that point in the evening, Alex, the main event.
You talk about big fight feel. This contest has it in spades.
And this is a very unique contest, you know, not just, you know, again, a fill-in spot here. You could call it that. It underwhelms what this match kind of means here. Because
some people might call it a replacement. I call it an upgrade.
Listen, the tradition is in professional wrestling. If you have to make a change, you give the audience something better. And we're in for a real treat that we weren't expecting a month ago, but we're here. Let's enjoy it.
Joel Maximo again, the SAT widely heralded as the fathers of the style today, and that is not just a catchy moniker. You talk about independent wrestling throughout the 2000s. It's the Briscoes, it's the Backseat Boys, it's the Hit Squad, and it's the SAT.
Without a doubt here, but this is interesting because this is a singles competition, and Joel Maximo, he's made his name in the tag team division, revolutionized tag team wrestling, but it's a different game altogether when you have to go one-on-one, when it's just you against your opponent, and maybe that's part of why Joel took on this opportunity. Oh, look at that elbow.
This is true, perhaps to test himself as well as his young protege, and that is exactly what I mean when I say the style today.
A man the size of Joel Maximo putting all that weight into a Hurricane Rana and catching PJ Savage off guard. And this could be a very tricky situation for PJ Savage as well, that he puts himself into this. He's not just taking on somebody he knows well, the man who trained him.
Wait a second, one of the spot monkeys now.
Getting involved.
The apron.
And I don't know if PJ Savage was prepared for this. Joel Maximo, he came to win. Look at that. That's what he's letting PJ know. I'm not your mentor. I'm not your friend. I'm not your business partner right now. I'm your opponent, and I'm coming to take your championship away from you.
Trading forearms now, center of the ring.
Ooh.
Again.
Do you see how far back PJ went with that fist, that uppercut?
Joel Maximo and his brothers may be known for that. Oh, what a dive! To the outside, takes out the spot monkeys.
And those front row seats get their money's worth, but look at where Joel Maximo is. And I don't think PJ Savage realizes it.
Joel Maximo climbing to the top.
Oh,
no! Big crossbody!
Oh, my.
To the outside. And look at that mass of humanity lying in the front row.
Oh, my God. Everybody on the ground. Joel Maximo making it to his feet, and look at a little bit of a smile on his face. You see, I think PJ Savage, I think he knows that PJ Savage underestimated what he was going to bring to this competition. The handshake up front, yeah, it's friendship, but once that bell rings, it's competition, period.
Got to think again as his mentor. Joel Maximo is also testing PJ Savage.
Let's not forget everything that Joel Maximo and the Maximo brothers have got.
Oh, and Joel Maximo rearranging some furniture.
Ooh.
Oh! Big flying kick.
And veteran referee Johnny Q being very lenient here with the count, because, again, he does not want to be the one to end this contest in a count out here.
Certainly not.
This is getting wild here. Oh, we're going into the bleacher seats. Hey, those $10 bleacher seats, you're getting your money's worth, folks.
Absolutely.
No matter where you sit at a Titan show.
Oh, the DDT into the bleachers.
And this is not, honestly, the matchup that I expected here, to be honest. I thought this was two in-ring competitors, two people who've worked together who are going to settle this in the ring, and this has gone into the stands.
Well, what I was starting to say earlier, again, Joel Maximo and his brothers, known for their very high-flying, kind of the modern indie style that they helped create, but make no mistake, they can brawl and they can hit like the best of them.
PJ Savage is getting to his feet. It's almost like whatever didn't take him out has only fired him up here. And look at him, he's stalking Joel Maximo, and you can see there's an intensity on his face. He is upset about this. This is not what he had planned. I think PJ Savage finally realizes that Joel Maximo didn't come here to play.
Big forearm. Joel Maximo, and PJ Savage returns the favor.
And again, look at him. Look at Joel Maximo using every bit of that 5 count.
Irish whip into the corner. PJ Savage cuts him off with an elbow. Very innovative offense there from Joel Maximo.
Well, Joel Maximo used to that high-flying style. Even a maneuver like a DDT, he knows he can get a little bit extra there if he leaps off the second rope and drives PJ Savage's head into the ground. Inseguri. And PJ Savage, the champion, in major trouble here. This is a rough situation.
What could Maximo be looking for there? Big moonsault.
1, 2. And the thing about Joel Maximo, you know, for the amount of time that he's been wrestling, every year he's put on a little more size and muscle, a little more mass, and that has only made his high-flying style that much more devastating because he has the abilities of a cruiserweight, but he has the size of a heavyweight. Crashing down on you on the ribs, and suddenly look at PJ Savage in a bad position here.
There you see a submission hold locked in. Again, very notable departure from that high-flying, lucha-inspired style that we expect from Joel Maximo, and a big right hand from PJ Savage rings Maximo's bell.
Oh! With the very drop kick that Joel Maximo taught PJ Savage, he sends his own professor out to the outside of the ring.
Something very poetic, and Savage now with a big...
Oh, but Maximo caught him.
Went for that baseball slide. Maximo caught him, and now...
Oh, no, and this is not a place Savage wants to be. Oh, no, not on the ring apron. Ooh, dropping him head first onto the outside floor. And again, I want to remind you folks, these are not blue mats. They appear to be the same mats that you would have seen years ago in professional wrestling. This is just a tarp, only here to keep the floor here at the St. Barbara Athletic Center from being scratched. There is no padding whatsoever. And PJ Savage could be out. And look at how wise Joel Maximo. Oh! Stopping the count here. Joel Maximo knows that, you know, as long as he's been in the business, the more time you spend, the less opportunities you get. You know, every career comes to an end. And he knows this might be his one opportunity to win a singles championship. He is pulling out all the stops. And I don't think that PJ Savage expected this out of his former mentor. This is a man who 3 days ago, they were sharing a gym training young competitors, knowing that this
You have to wonder, though, Maximo seems content to let the clock run down. The title can't change hands on a countout.
I think Joel Maximo knows exactly what he's doing here. He's stalking him a little bit, giving the opportunity. I think he knows that his work isn't done, that it's going to take a lot to put out PJ Savage. I get what you're saying. It's not a traditional strategy. But Joel knows his pupil so well.
It's true. You saw just how quick, as soon as PJ Savage re-entered the ring. Oh, and Joel Maximo went for that swanton bomb. But PJ Savage able to get the knees up.
Turns out PJ knows a couple things about Joel as well. Oh, up and over.
Ripcord into the fireman's carry. Big Death Valley driver.
What strength from PJ Savage. Oh!
And catches Maximo with the knee.
Here we go, 1, I can't believe that Joel Maximo kicked out at the count of 1 after that.
The wily veteran still got some gas left in the tank.
Oh! Driving a second knee into Maximo, and PJ Savage wasting no time. He knows how much it's going to take to put away. Frog splash from the second rope. 1, 2, 3. No!
Oh, and the spot monkeys. The spot monkey had skills to great. Just dragged the referee out of the ring.
Wait a minute. Whoa! Spot monkey number 1 goes down. Is that spot monkey number 2? I can't tell them apart. It doesn't matter. They're both going to get the same treatment from PJ Savage.
Big full Nelson slam. I think PJ Savage might have just added the spot monkeys to the endangered species list.
But Maximo brought in the Puerto Rican flag, but not before PJ Savage could put his foot down. Referee Johnny Q telling Savage he doesn't want to end it like this.
Technically, that flag isn't a foreign object.
Oh, PJ moves out of the way.
And catches Maximo once again with the knee.
A third knee. 1, 2, 3.
And PJ Savage.
The student has become the master, we can finally say. PJ Savage has overcome the man that helped train him and continues to be the Titan Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
Well, the Savage era is full steam ahead, and I personally cannot wait to see what lies in store for that man, PJ Savage, and for TCW as a whole. For Mr. Entertainment, Harry Tershanian, for Titan Championship Wrestling, I'm Alex Aceta. We'll see you next time.